mic ain't on, Opie. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie's mic ain't on. Nah. What happened, Opie?
I don't run all the way over here.
You go over there? How's that?
Hey.
There you go.
What a cluster F figures. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. We are broadcasting live from Boston. This mic is not working. There's a really bad sound in our headphones. We have completely screwed up the studio.
There's something going like...
Anyone else hear that out there? Do you hear that?
I don't know if anyone else can hear it. Sounds like a choo-choo train.
All right, well, we are live in Boston. Oh, my God, that's going to drive us nuts. Someone's got to figure that out. It's in our headphones. Do you hear that, Jim?
Yes.
And you're annoyed, right?
Is it from the music? Is it maybe the rage that's playing? Shut that off. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but why is it doing it with that?
I don't know.
Maybe it's a dirty CD player or something.
Dirty CD player.
All right, well, here we are. It's a cluster F, but we are live once again at WBCN in Boston, Anthony.
Yeah, yes.
Couple phone numbers for the New York area, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else, including Boston and New Hampshire and part of Vermont and Rhode Island, parts of Connecticut, Anthony.
Hey, and Worcester.
And Worcester, 866-277-4. Wow, all right?
Gentlemen.
Where do we begin today?
Well... I want to apologize to our audience right now for this program.
We're going to have a great show today.
I understand, but I just want to apologize for my condition. I should not show up to work like this. I'm
starting to think the Opie and Anthony show on the road is not a good idea.
You know what?
We're very irresponsible.
We're like stupid children.
We don't know when to go to bed. We don't know when to get up.
Yeah.
We just think that we're on vacation when we go to these cities.
We think we're on vacation, and we have to come in and do our jobs.
We're a very serious syndicated radio show.
People depend on this program for their living.
They sure do. And what do we do? It's Monday night. It's 4 a.m. Anthony's still out.
It was Monday?
Most of the bars.
I'm like, it had to at least be Wednesday.
I mean, this is a drinking town, a college town, and you will not find many places open in Boston on a Monday night.
No.
We were partying like it was a Saturday night in New York City.
Everyone getting a little bit tipsy, right. I do believe, aside from the people that just don't drink.
Right.
But by osmosis, I think Norton was getting a buzz. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, we'll get into the whole Norton situation in a minute here.
There was just stuff going on that was out of control. The Crystal Method, unbelievable.
I guess we should start with the festivities right after the radio show.
Yeah.
We got off the air, and we hung out on the sidewalk for a while.
Yeah.
A lot of freaks were out there partying like crazy.
Yeah,
I'm surprised the cops didn't show up to the WBCN studios yesterday afternoon.
Very surprised, because there were a lot of people, and I believe they were interfering with the flow of traffic.
You know, I got to tell you guys what's going on in the studio. The engineers here in Boston absolutely hate me, because I decided I didn't like the microphone I was using yesterday.
Yeah, Opie's pulling a power play.
And you know me, I don't really, pull power plays at all, but this microphone is really strange. It has like one of those... The wind screens and stuff, so you have to be exactly 17.5 inches from the microphone at all times.
It's called the sweet spot, and if you don't find it and you're not familiar with the mic, you'll get this all day long. You'll be talking, and all of a sudden...
Right, now they want me to run over here and try this mic.
Oh, give it a whirl.
Hey, there you go. I like this. Okay.
Yeah,
thank you. Now they're pointing to which pot is mine. Okay. No, I like that mic better, though.
Do you?
They just spent all the time replacing that mic. I'll go back to that. I'm just messing with you. Thank you, guys. Look what they set up in the studio. There are now 3 microphones in front of my area to choose from.
Pain in the ass. Oh, my God.
All right, so, after the show, we were hanging on the sidewalk, drinking beers and stuff with some of the O&A Army up here in Boston, and then we all went out to dinner, and then we made it to Avalon for the Crystal Method show. Whew. I got to tell you, Avalon is such a great place to see a show.
Yeah.
We were up here a little over a year ago seeing STP at Avalon. And yesterday, the place was just rocking.
Unbelievable set from the Crystal Method. The stage show, you can't even describe it. It's like they got friggin' flying saucers and spacecraft behind them.
Yeah.
The light show.
Oh, the light show was amazing. Remember that guy yesterday? We had the Crystal Method in here, Scott and Ken, and we played their latest single, and that one guy calls up and says how faggy it is and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, go to a Crystal Method show. There were so many hot babes there. It was unbelievable.
Yes. And there was a costume party, too, with a little costume competition.
Right.
It was hosted by yours truly, Opie and Anthony.
Before we talk about that, though, before we talk about that, though, we should talk about how we went upstairs and drank with the Crystal Method.
Yeah.
Before the show.
Yeah. I guess one of their guys came down and go, hey, Crystal Method wants you guys to come up, have a drink with them. Like, okay. We'll have a cordial. We'll go upstairs and have a beer with them or something like that.
We hit it off.
Yeah.
We seem to hit it off with the bands when they finally come in and hang with us.
Yeah, really did. We had a great time with them. They're cool guys. A couple of regular guys that like to party, man. So we go upstairs and their drink of choice, the Flaming Dr. Peppers.
Love the Dr. Peppers.
They bring their own shot glasses. And then they got the big red plastic cups with beer in it. And then the shot glasses, you pour in the amaretto. And you pour in some 151, Bacardi 151. Light it on fire, because the flame part of it, very important when you're drinking a lot, is to set fires on wooden tables in old clubs' dressing rooms.
At one point, Crystal Method turns and goes, dude, you're lighting our dressing room on fire. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I know one spilled and went on the table. Opie's hand was on fire.
My hand was on fire, and one of the guys from the Crystal Method had to tell me that my hand was on fire because it was like napalm. It was just stuck to my finger. That's burning out of control. Then it's dripping on the rug like, flame drips are just dripping onto the rug.
Want to put out the fire, Chief? Put out the fire, Chief. Yeah, it was the Flaming Dr. Pepper. So we're drinking those. And, man, they hit you quick, and they hit you hard. They're great. Once you do them, you feel all warm and cozy all over. You do. You feel it. It goes from your stomach right to your fingertips and toes. Warm, nice, smooth, warm feeling.
I must say, it makes you feel like you're on Crystal Method.
Yeah, I guess so, right.
You get buzzed and real hyper at the same time.
And then, as you do more, you just get effed up. And these guys are doing, this is what they're doing before their gig.
I had a little complaint with the Dr. Peppers, though.
What?
Not enough beer.
Really?
The Artful Dodger in Huntington?
Yeah.
They know how to do the Dr. Peppers right. It's got to be a full beer.
I know.
And then the amaretto and a little bit of 151 if that's your pleasure. Then you drop it in. It falls in nice, foams up nice, slam it.
Yeah, it was splashing all over.
It was splashing, and that was the problem because it was on fire. The flames were splashing all over the place.
Yeah, flames were coming off of the drinks and landing on fingers and tables. But it was a great time, and I don't know how they function after so many drinks like that. We just had to go out and be stupid on stage with a costume competition.
Right.
Those guys, man, it's pretty high tech, their show. And I don't know how they do it.
So then we made our way to the stage. We got just a great reaction from the stage. We want to thank everyone in Boston. That felt really good. It's been over 3 years coming since we hit a stage in the Boston area.
A lot of people fans of the old show that we used to do.
Right, yeah.
Back up here in Boston.
They brought the Demented World CD for us to sign. Pictures of us at CD signings.
Yeah.
It was like a homecoming.
Yeah, welcome back.
And New York is getting pissed off because we're spending so much time on Boston, but this was a very important thing to us. Mm-hmm. And we'll be back home tomorrow, so don't you worry about that,
Don't worry. Keep dinner warm.
So,
we'll be home.
That's right. Oh, yeah, we need to get home immediately.
Yeah, because this ain't going to work. Now, you know what? I feel like crap.
We might have,
but I know damn well I got to find a bar to watch the goddamn Yankee game in.
You know what?
And Jim Cook's coming, so now I'm obligated to drink his goddamn beer.
Jim Cook will be here. Chris Robinson will be here. Girls are coming up for the Boob-o-lantern contest. We were on the stage last night at Avalon. How many people were there, Ben? Because I don't want to exaggerate. Couple thou. We invited the entire crowd to the radio station today.
Yeah, that was a smart move from the stage. Opie, hey, why don't you all come by tomorrow? We're broadcasting from BCN.
Right, that may have been the Dr. Peppers talking, but that's okay.
May have.
We do have a ton of stuff to give out outside the station today. Once again, we got the Opie and Anthony WOW T-shirts. They're awesome. We have at least 250 of those to give away today. Yeah. We have the WOW bumper stickers and whatever else we can find. So then we're on stage at Avalon, and we have to judge the Halloween costume party.
Yeah.
Man, I got to tell you, the finalists were completely lame. Someone has to say it.
Look, I don't know who was picking the finalists. I know you and I were judges for this, partly, and then there were other people involved, but by that point, I didn't even know who the hell else was judging this thing.
I think we were supposed to show up a little earlier than we did, so we could walk around and pick some of the finalists.
Maybe that's what we were supposed to.
Well, we were
drinking.
We were a little late.
Drinking.
You know, dude, I'm telling you right now, if we continue the Opie and Anthony road show to all these cities, because we're planning on going to Washington very soon, we are going to need chaperones to tell us, you know what, you guys got to go to bed. It's a school night. You can't stay up until 4 in the morning like it's a weekend night.
We're going to be like Richard from Filter.
We are going to destroy
people following us around
careers.
telling us, stop it, don't give them any booze.
Anyway,
awful.
So, what were some of the finalists in the costume contest?
Well, I remember there was the Grim Reaper. There was the naked flag woman.
The Grim Reaper was the guy that was on stilts.
He was on stilts.
That was pretty impressive.
He almost killed himself coming up the ramp. It was great. He slipped, and I was hoping for a broken neck on the Grim Reaper, which would have been ironic.
I saw him walking up, and all I could think of was his stupid body falling into the equipment.
Is your mic on?
Yeah, talk again, Jim.
How about that?
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
get closer to that. Yeah, there you go.
Not that close.
Yeah, watching his head just pop off, break his neck. Grim Reaper, flag girl, the girl that was completely naked except for
naked
red,
flag
white,
girl. We were calling her, right? And she was completely naked, right? And she had body paint that made it look like she had a flag on. She had a little something for down below, and the crowd's yelling, "Show us your tees! Show us your tees! Show us your tees!" And we're screaming at the crowd, "Those are her tees. She can't get any
paint on them.
She can't get any more naked."
Then there was the George W. Bush.
G.I.
George. He had a George W. mask on. He had military attire and Osama bin Laden head.
All right, a little tip for people going to a costume party tonight.
Yeah.
And whatever city you're listening to us in, there may be some good cash prizes up for grabs.
Yeah.
Have an American theme, and you're guaranteed to make the finals.
Yeah.
Because who's going to, say boo to G.I. George?
G.I. George.
He's got Osama bin Laden's head that he's carrying around. He's got the American flag. He's got the automatic weapon.
He's shooting the gun at Osama's severed head that's bleeding from the eyes and mouth. That's a winner right there.
Who's going to boo that?
Oh, who's going to boo it? They cheered like crazy. And then the one I had the problem with. Here's the problem I had. And no one wanted to listen to me. I was actually arguing. I was drunk, belligerent, and arguing with the other judges. I didn't want Pinhead in there. I'm sorry, Pinhead, if you're listening. I didn't want the Hellraiser Pinhead in there. I wanted Dirty Angel in there. I don't know what kind of homos were helping out last night, but why the hell? We had the naked flag girl, beautiful girl, and then to get you knew George W. was going to win this goddamn thing. The people cheered for him like crazy. So at least get another beautiful girl on the stage. We have this Dirty Angel should have been in there. And Dirty Angel, if you're listening, I was pulling for you. I was pulling for you last night when I got home thinking about you.
Well, maybe she could come by the station today.
And I seriously think she should have been in the finals. I asked to put her in, but for some reason, Pinhead, Hellraiser, ooh, boy, there's a topical, new, current kind of a character.
But he spent a lot of time on his costume,
Who cares?
He really cared about how good he looked.
Pinhead. It was like a throwaway. It was like, oh, Pinhead? Well, then you might as well throw in the bag of groceries chick.
Yeah, but the girl...
it's like a bag with groceries in it.
Yeah, one of the finalists was a girl dressed up as a bag of groceries. But the Naughty Angel was really, really hot, Anthony. Did you notice her boobs were really bruised? They were really nice boobs, but they were completely bruised up. She was in a car accident like a couple days ago.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, and the airbag bruised her boobs.
I thought maybe she got lippy while they were getting dressed.
Yeah, you got to smack her around a bit, right, Norton?
Yeah.
She may stop by today because we were talking to her outside the club on Lansdowne Street.
I heard, I was listening to Nick today, and on his show here, she called in.
Oh, she did?
And she was a little angry that she didn't get picked. And I'm listening to the show, and I'm going, I wanted her in.
But the crowd was kind of booing her because she wasn't really playing along with the crowd.
You know, what? And they were loving Pinhead.
They were loving G.I. George.
They were loving G.I. George, like I said, the patriotic thing. But Pinhead.
Right.
We needed Dirty Angel up there.
Yeah. What were some of the other finalists?
Well, those were the 4 finalists.
Okay.
The first ones that we picked, there was Pokemon guy that they hated.
Pokemon showed up at the wrong party, I said. He should have been at the party that was after the Avalon party.
The best part was him trying to get into the backstage area by the velvet rope. Yeah. He just stepped over it with this big drunk dopey smile on his face, and he was just like Pokemon guy. And one of the big security guys just kind of grabbed him by the shoulders and pushed him back out. Just to see a Pokemon being assaulted by a security guard was great. Made my night.
You can't look more gayer than the guy in the Pokemon.
I know. He kept running out and people just throwing things at him.
Yeah.
Beer cans are flying up on the stage. And we're just like, okay, thank you, Pokemon guy.
Oh, and he couldn't figure out why everybody hated him.
Yeah, you're Pokemon guy.
And then someone was dressed up as a fork. These were the finalists of this huge Halloween costume party.
The fork
there was
had to be the dumbest.
$2,000 up for grabs.
The dumbest costume of the night had to be the fork. The guy had this big tinfoil fork, 4 prongs over his head. What?
And he was a
What the hell is that?
And by the way, I got to correct you. You can look gayer than in a Pokemon outfit. Just put on black lipstick and carve a pumpkin.
Nice callback from yesterday, Norton. As Rick goes, any Rick bashing, always funny.
All right. And then there was a guy that, I think it was a guy, the boat.
Yeah.
Here's something. If you are going to a costume party tonight anywhere, make sure whatever you wear, you could get up on the stage so people could take a look at you.
That was the
guy
epitome.
Probably would have won the whole thing, but we couldn't get him on stage so everyone could take a look at him.
That was the epitome of the inconvenient costume guy. There are a few people that go to these things in inconvenient costumes. We had one also that made it up on stage, the Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia.
Right.
Now, the guy that was in the Jabba the Hutt thing, he had to lay down, Jabba's tail? That's where his legs were. And he was in this squat little Jabba body. So he had a nice shot.
The whole costume couldn't have been more than 3 feet high.
I thought there was a fidget in there until I realized it had a tail, and he's laying down. And he spends his night laying on the floor.
And going from place to place with just his arms.
His arms trying to walk as people step on him.
Dragging his body as everyone's stepping on his tail, which is his body, his legs.
Stoplight guy
got pissed off because he didn't make the finals.
He was awful.
It's just...
but he made the light go from yellow to green.
See, that's important when you're stoplight guy.
Should we stop or should we go? Who knows? Stunk.
Oh, my God. And then for some reason he was leaking stoplight guy. For some reason he made water shoot out of the green light portion of his costume.
Really?
Yeah, it's fascinating.
All right, so then the crowd picked G.I. George to win the whole thing.
G.I. George.
Because they weren't going to, go against a patriotic theme.
Of course not.
The flag, I think the naked flag girl, had one of the greatest asses on the East Coast.
The whole body was smoking.
And, of course, I know what you're going to say.
I've never seen a flag with camel toe.
Wasn't it great?
Oh, it was amazing.
We're looking her over, me and Jim, as she's on stage, and... we're like, oh my God, look at that!
Oh,
it's camel toe. I swear to God, you want to demonstrate at home what this looks like. Take 2 hot dogs, put them together. Now slightly bend them.
Yeah.
There you go. Now paint it red, white, and blue.
And put my face in it.
That's it. Put Norton's face in it. All right, now spray strudel icing on it.
And then take a big bite out of it.
And Fat Bastard wasn't in the finals. I think.
Well, he showed up late.
And
that's what I heard. Yeah, but so that was it pretty much. We had this black girl come up on stage. And,
oh my God! She could not get on that stage enough.
Her 70s Earth Mama muff, quite frankly, frightened me.
It looked like, I swear to God, it looked like the wire brushes welders use to brush the weld. It was that coarse.
Yeah, she wowed, and then she decided to go downstairs for a little bit, and what popped out was just wow.
Yeah. Yeah, she kind of pulled her waistband of her pants down to just before you could probably see what she had for lunch. And she was showing the thatch. And it was just this wiry mess of dark, thick, black Armenian back hair type hair.
After all that dancing, it probably smelled like a gorilla's foot.
Come on, North. Very nice. So, we're just getting started, but that was pretty much the festivities at Avalon last night.
Yeah, and I didn't get enough
part
before the show.
Yeah, part 2 of the story is up after commercials. What happened afterwards? Anthony went...
Let me just say... gay beauty contest.
What was it called, though? The Queer Circus?
Queer Circus.
All right, that's a good tease. We'll talk about the Queer Circus.
I don't know how we ended up in Queer Circus.
Not all of us ended up at the Queer Circus, my friend. Norton.
Well,
I'm out of this one, thank God.
At least you had a chick with you. I'm just standing there rubbing my mule.
We'll talk about the Queer Circus next and partying with Crystal Method after the show. Our first Boob-o-lantern girl is here, Shelly.
Great.
And the invite still stands. We invited you guys from the stage last night. If you want to stop by, come on by. It's 1265 Boylston Street. We'll be handing out stuff on the sidewalk. And they set up a microphone so we can go outside a little bit with the show today, okay?
Thinking now.
Also, Jim Cook stopping by and Chris Robinson and lots of your phone calls. We will go to the phones next, but we're just getting started.
Yeah, so stay
in
there.
the New York area, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else, including Boston, it's a homecoming for the guys. 866-277-4WOW.
Opie
I'm the sweetheart.
and Anthony.
That's the a-hole over there.
See sucking F, tool, jack off, ass F.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, that's funny.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show, broadcasting live from WBCN Studios in Boston, going over what happened last night. It's I can't believe it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. You shouldn't feel like this unless it is a Saturday or a Sunday.
Right.
That's when you should feel like this if you're a responsible person.
We should check in with Jim from Philly. If you want to give us a call, 866-277-4WOW. But let's go to, yeah, there he is. Hey, Jim, what's going on, man? Jim.
Jim?
Jim?
I guess he's not there.
He's probably there.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Jim.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Hey, this roadshow, I understand, is now booked for the Betty Ford Clinic at the rate you're going.
Yeah, I know. We should do a roadshow from a detox.
Why don't you guys should just change your names. One of you should become like River Phoenix and the other Robert Downey Jr.
I want to be Ben Affleck.
It's not going to end anytime soon because we'll be partying tonight, and then we're jumping in our cars tomorrow morning to come home to New York just in time for tomorrow's show. So tomorrow's show is going to be a waste of time.
You know what, Jim?
And then we're jumping on a train Saturday to spend some time in Washington. And on the way back from Washington, we're stopping in Philly to do a show.
This is
Well, there's
awful,
a nice
man.
detox center in Philly.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. I know this company is eventually going to hire chaperones for us. I just know it.
Yeah, they got to protect their investment.
They know how important it is for us to get on the road and go to these cities if we're going to syndicate the radio show, but they also are going to start realizing, when they're in another city, they just don't sound as good.
And it's not even the just strictly the on-air staff here.
Well, couldn't you give Norton that job to be your chaperone?
Yeah, right.
Norton has his own problems.
I have to say, Opie, I received, I believe, to be a phone call from Ben. Ben, did you call my cell phone?
Well, let's let Jim go because there's a slight echo. Jim, thank you for calling.
You guys suck.
All right, Anthony, what were you saying?
Ben was so drunk last night that he was telling me the same story, I believe, 10 or 12 times. That's what Ben does.
We've all had many of these calls.
Yeah.
You're finally in the loop, Anthony.
Then
you got to explain how you did in the conference room, how Ben tells his story.
Oh, it's like it's on a constant loop.
Right.
Like he'll start the story, right? He'll get to the end of the story where he's finished. Then instantly it takes over at the beginning of the story again.
Yeah.
And
most people at that point would go, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. To you tomorrow. But you're right. He starts the entire
whole thing over again in absolute detail.
Right.
Like it's the same exact story as detailed time and time again. One time, two time, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Doesn't add any new details either.
No,
it's just the same details.
It's amazing.
It's like one of those calls you make and you get the automated answering thing and it just restarts. And
it's the exact same thing every time.
And I keep saying I'm going to tape Ben. I got to do it because us talking about it doesn't do it justice.
Right.
What he does to you.
And I do believe I got a call going... it's like background noise, all kinds of background noise of a bar. Davey Buchanan's click. Like, what was that? And then I heard Ben say that. He goes, I can't believe we went to Daisy Buchanan's. I go, Ben, I wasn't at Daisy's. He goes, oh, you weren't? I had to ask if Norton was with me last night at the Queer Circus.
The Queer Circus.
Queer Circus, Gelman.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a second. I was at Daisy Buchanan's with Ben.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, and I can't hear in my left ear because he told me the story that we won't tell on the air 5 times in a row. 5 times in a row.
I could probably tell it in such detail.
Sorry.
No, you know something? If you were any other way, I wouldn't know what to do. It's perfect.
All right, so we talked about the costume party at Avalon last night. Pictures are up on opieandanthony.com.
Yes, people wondering what I was wearing, what costume I had on. Well, you can check it out on the web.
You had a little Renaissance thing going on.
It was me. I was a Mr. Renaissance guy, and I had my wench with me. Norton? No. Yes, I was. I was up on stage. I like that. I was armed.
Right.
I had a sword with me, which is always nice when you've been drinking.
There's a picture of me on stage just pointing at you, mocking your costume.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Go to opieandanthony.com. Before we talk about the Queer Circus, our first Boob-o-lantern girl is here.
Oh.
Where are the prizes again that we're going to give away? Eventually, we're going to give away $1,000 to first place.
Aerosmith and a DVD.
Yeah, we got, all right, third place is tickets to see Aerosmith either in Philly, New York, or Boston. Second place is a Samsung DVD player, right?
Yeah.
And a Boogeyman DVD, I believe. And then first place will be $1,000. We're encouraging the ladies in the Boston area to stop by today. This is your last day to get in on the contest. We'll start the voting tomorrow when we're back in New York. All right?
Right.
Is that microphone working, hopefully?
Yes.
Go Bees!
She's got the Boston Bruins jersey on.
Yeah.
Being an Islander fan, I would usually complain, but, I mean, she's a beautiful blonde.
Yes.
What's your name?
Shelley.
Shelley's mic's not on.
Okay. It's all right. It's,
Try that again, Shelley.
Shelley.
No.
No.
Why don't you get really close to Jim Norton? He doesn't bite. There goes the mic. I swear to God,
This is great.
I'm hanging out with a bunch of drunks right now.
This is great. There she is.
There you go.
That's a lot more comfy now. She's sitting down.
Sitting very close to Norton. She smells nice, right, Jim? Yes, she does. I can smell her from here.
Very good.
She's making this place all nice again, thank God.
Norton, you don't have to smell her like she's a collie. What are you doing?
So, Shelley, where are you from?
I'm from Florida, but I'm up here for about 4 years.
Yeah, cool. And you won in on the Boob-o-lantern contest, obviously, huh?
Yeah.
We
Down
got
here for the Bruins game, so.
Are you here for the Bruins game?
Yeah, we came down to Boston for the Bruins game, and then my boyfriend called me up and said, hey, go over to BCN.
Yeah, and she's got really nice breast implants.
Yes.
We're calling them, breasts. But,
Well, yeah.
But for the contest, breast implants.
Do you use the implants professionally?
Yes.
Oh, you're a dancer, are you?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to plug anything?
10 Show Club.
10 Show Club. We spent many nights at 10 Show Club when we were living up here.
I used to do a
many
read for that.
dances from Madison.
Yeah.
Get a lap dance from Madison.
The lovely ladies at 10s, where every girl's a 10. 10. I love it. I love 10s.
Anthony used to do the commercials for 10
Show Club.
He had to do his strip club voice.
Right. With some Motley Crue music playing in the background. 10 Show Club. Come down. See some snack.
Well, Rick took your pictures already.
Oh, yeah, they're already up.
and they're up on opieandanthony.com, but we want to do it in the studio because you're telling us that it looks really good, right? Well, let's turn off the lights and get something going on here.
Yeah,
where are the flashlights?
Right here.
I saw the pictures, man.
And you can check them out as well on opieandanthony.com.
Unbelievable.
Also, foundrymusic.com is a very important website to get to know.
As round as Charlie Brown's head.
Wow.
When you go to the website, it's not one part of it doesn't show up.
Man, that jersey hides a lot.
Yeah.
You look flat-chested, and then she's pulling off her jersey, and
There she goes.
what size are you,
off.
Shelley?
34 double D.
34 double D.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Boy, those were camouflaged.
I do believe we
shirt.
have a finalist, Anthony.
Yes.
They don't look like implants. They hang like natural breasts. Those are great.
You like that, Norton?
Beyond belief, I like that.
Those are really nice implants.
Look at this. Move your big head, Rick.
I know.
All right,
There
here,
you
Rick
go.
is placing the flashlight.
Isn't there a guy's lap you could put it in?
All right, he's got the flashlights on the side of the booth.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That's the best one.
Look at that.
That vein is pumping some serious blood. Look at that.
Is that cool?
Wow.
That is
great. Amazing.
Just hold it like that for about.
Shelly, know how amazing you are?
Jeez,
this is how you
great.
can tell if you're amazing. Just look to that other studio and look at all the guys staring at you. Wow.
Look at that. You know what that looks like? Remember the hiney-headed guys from Star Trek? The Menagerie episode with Captain Christopher Pike? That looks like the hiney-headed creatures. Nice.
You're a very healthy woman. Those veins are pumping some nice blood into those things.
It looks like a Pejoria boy head.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? You can see the veins right through there. A 9-year-old boy. Body of a 90-year-old.
All right. Well, thanks, Shelly.
Beautiful job. You know something? Unfortunately, the pictures on the web don't even do that justice.
That's amazing.
You know? Maybe you could do an ultra close-up of one of them. Just
like
so
the honeycomb hideout.
That's great. And look at how the area that I don't want to say it. It's just completely black.
Yeah,
it's dark.
The center of attention on the
center of attention, the bullseye on the dartboard.
The part that looks cold.
Right. There you go. Oh, boy.
Just dark and lovely.
Steve's got the camera a half an inch from her boob. All right, very good. All right, she feels awkward now.
Yeah.
She can take the flashlights
Take them away
off
before they start boiling.
All right, very good. And the lights are back on in the studio, and there's the lovely Shelly. Those are gorgeous.
Yeah. That's something.
I'm going to say that she's going to win something in this contest.
That is what we're looking for. That's what it's all about, the Boob-o-lantern contest.
All right, ladies, you only have a few hours left. And then we'll start voting tomorrow. So in the Boston area, we're at 1265 Boylston Street. If you got breast implants, they light up just like Shelly's did. We got 3 prizes: the Aerosmith tickets for Philly, Boston, or New York, a Samsung DVD player for second place, and $1,000 cash for first place. All right? And Shelly's pictures are now up on opieandanthony.com, so you can check out what we just checked out.
Those red spheres.
Shelly, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
What size were they before you did the implants?
Well, I was...
Hey, get on mic.
Yeah, you got to talk right into Norton's mic there.
I was actually a 34 double E. I had 3 kids and went down, so I had to... They went south, I put them north.
Oh, is that what happened?
But you had
3 kids?
3 kids.
34 triple E, you said?
Double E.
Double E.
Whoa.
Wow. You look great.
Thank you.
That's the toddlers can walk and suckle at the same time, right? Was that the problem that you were having? Seen that.
Exactly.
Seen it happen, yeah. Okay. Well, they look great now.
Thank you.
Did a good job, the good doctor. And you could see them at 10s, huh?
Yep.
10 Show Club.
Is that totally naked?
Yes.
Yeah, see?
No touch, though.
No touch. Well, you know something? I don't care about the touch thing. In New York, it's no touch, too. But they wear their G-string. I love the club where you can go in there and see everything. That's great.
Definitely see everything.
You see it all.
Yeah, I like the touch, though. I'd rather have a bikini and touch.
You'd rather see, because then there are clubs that the girls don't take the top or bottom off, but you're able to touch.
Yeah.
It's whatever suits you. And then there's just walking the streets groping women, which Norton seems to prefer over any club.
That's called frottage.
Frottage?
When you're on a bus or a train, you're like, oh, it happens to be by your ass. Just a little rub. That's
a little rub?
Yeah.
It's also called elbow teeing.
No, I never liked the elbow.
You didn't like the elbow tee?
You didn't go with the ET?
Helmet,
where you just
helmet between cheeks was always the best one.
Really?
Yeah.
How much? You got to set it up?
No, you
just prop it.
If you're just in a crowded hallway and you just go cheek, crack, cheek, and then you move along, and it's nice.
That's good in a crowded bar, too.
Yeah.
Something like that, where you go, excuse me.
Maybe a nursery.
Preschool, some crowded establishment. You're despicable, man. You truly are.
I think we have to take another break.
All right.
We got to talk about the Queer Circus.
Queer Circus.
Also, Anthony.
You were saying a couple of things.
Yeah, well, Jim Norton and Anthony ended up at Queer Circus last night after the Crystal Method show. Also, we made the Boston Herald today. They were talking about our show yesterday, our radio show yesterday from Boston.
Talk about that a little bit.
We'll read that. It's just a quickie from the Herald. And
Jim Cook coming in.
And also to the guy that was handing me pot at the end of the Avalanche show, maybe next time he could put it in a little baggie.
Well, yeah, people just pull buds out and throw them in your hand. And then you're stuck there holding a handful of pot.
So I'm walking out of the club, and I got loose weed in my right hand, and I'm walking right by Boston cops.
That happened to you at another club where somebody handed you a handful of pot, and then I was talking to a cop, and I didn't know someone just handed you a handful of pot.
This is a true story.
I turned around and said, oh, and this is Opie.
And I was just coming back from the bathroom, and on the way from the bathroom to the bar, this guy decides to give me loose pot in my right hand.
So the cop.
So what are you going to do? You're not
shake Opie's hand, and Opie got a handful of pot.
You say, I'd like to turn this in, and you just hand it to him.
And I couldn't throw it on the...
Citizen's arrest.
That mic's not working, Nick. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
So I had to shake with my left hand, and he looked at me weird. I'm like, oh, I just, I sprained my wrist.
Opie just told everyone he was ozone. little local humor.
So next time, how about we put the pot in a baggie and make sure no cops are around?
Right.
I don't even smoke this stuff anymore, and I'm going to end up getting busted.
Was he a cop from Circus?
Oh!
Wow, Norton. Beautiful. Oh, the local reference.
Circus. Nice. So why don't we take a break and we'll be back.
Right.
Opie.
Oh, God damn it! No! 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 Oh, God damn it! No! Turn it off! Turn it off!
Opie and Anthony.
I'm a mental case. Yeah. And you're checking out the Opie and Anthony show as we broadcast live from Boston once again today. A lot of people checking out Shelly's boobs on the internet, Anthony.
Yeah.
She's the latest contestant in the Boob-o-lantern contest. Her pictures are up, and a lot of people commenting like crazy. You can check them out for yourself at opieandanthony.com. Now, that website's getting pretty slammed today, so you could also go to foundrymusic.com, FOUNDRY music.com. You got some updates on that website, Steve? Or you're a little behind because you're up here, right?
I will have loads of video and loads of pictures, but I can't update it while I'm up here. So getting like tomorrow night, I'll have a bunch of stuff.
All right. So you can check out foundrymusic.com when we're back in New York. Rob from Hoboken writes, "Holy ass, Shelly's veiny boobs look like the nest pods from Alien." Greg from Philly, I just saw Shelly's pictures and I almost poked my own eye out. Those fun bags are huge. A lot of people just loving Shelly's boobs. They think she should just win the contest right now, Anthony.
Oh, yeah?
That's the best one so far. Go Bruins. That's Noah from New Hampshire. So there you go. Check it out. Hopefully more ladies will come down for the Boob-o-lantern contest today. Last day to qualify.
Right.
We got Scott from Crystal Method on the line, Anthony.
Oh, cool.
You were partying with him after the show last night before you went to the Queer Circus with Jim Norton. Hey, Scott, what's going on? Scott.
Hello?
Scott.
Yes, sir.
I'm
here.
Hey, what's up, man?
There's a huge echo.
Yeah, we got like an echo.
Scott.
It's the cell phone.
Hey, you want to call me directly?
Yeah, maybe we can do that.
Yeah, just, put him back on hold and we'll figure it out, okay? Cluster F.
It's the technical problems, Opie, that go along with being so hungover. I mean, with being at a new studio that we're not used to.
Why don't we talk to Stacy from Boston? I think she ran into Jim Norton last night and met him.
Oh, yeah?
Stacy, what's going on? Hi.
What's going on?
You met Jim Norton last night?
Yeah, I was hanging out on the side of the stage, right where the stairs go down. And I'm standing there, and Jim Norton comes up to me, and he starts talking. And I have to say, hands down, Jim Norton was the nicest guy I met at the club last night.
Thank you.
I have to say, Jim, you're very cool. I was a little worried, on the radio you're a little harsh, but you were definitely... I don't know if you remember me. I was the brownie on the side of the
I remember.
stage.
She had big boobs?
Oh, yeah, and she was dressed like a little brownie.
Oh, well, that's why he was so nice to you.
Yeah, probably, right?
Just remember this. John Wayne Gacy dressed up like a clown and entertained children. So he was kind of a nice guy, too.
Buy cookies, just put them in the crawl space.
Show last night, huh?
Yeah, Crystal Method was unbelievable. The costumes were...
Yeah, they're
Well,
really
the costumes were kind of mediocre, quite frankly.
Yeah,
but
I thought so as well.
A lot of girls wowing, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
A lot of girls were wowing last night at Avalon. We got those pictures up as well. Did you want a drink from Jim's mule there, Stacey?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Wow, she tells me that the next day.
I'm going to stop by the studio and check it out today. See
All
what
right,
you
come on
guys are
by.
up to. I will.
Come on by.
We had a pretty good crowd. We had a big crowd last night outside the studio, and we're expecting more people to show up. We got the Wild T-shirts and the Wild bumper stickers if you stop by. All right.
Oh, hey,
Well, thank you, Stacey.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's hang up on Stacey. Thank you, Stacey.
Oh, did you notice? I won't say which one, but one of the girls at Wild last night had hairy boobs.
Yeah.
No.
Did you see? Oh, yeah. It was sick because I was really close. She flashed. I looked and went, oh, my God. They're hairy breasts. Yeah.
I didn't know you could grow hair on them.
Why can't you just wax that?
I don't know why.
So aggravating.
They're in denial or something. They don't want to fess up to the fact that you got hairy boobs.
So you want me to read the review from the Boston paper today?
Of yesterday's show or triumphant return?
Yeah, us coming back to Boston is a really big deal for Boston. It was a homecoming for us, and a lot of people were paying attention yesterday.
Yes.
And in the Boston Herald, it says, headline, Opie and Anthony retake the hub.
Oh, there you go.
Nationally syndicated afternoon talk host Opie and Anthony began their 2-day stand at WBCN studios yesterday at 3 with the same kind of wild, lowbrow, stream of consciousness programming that has made the show a pop culture hit.
Oh, there you go.
We're a pop culture hit, Anthony.
Pop culture hit.
After a sound montage with a few technical glitches.
Oops.
I knew they would mention that. Reliving their ill-advised Mayor Menino is dead prank that got them bounced from Boston. The pair alternately dissed and praised Boston, WBCN, and its management. A client luncheon staged for them earlier in the day, and local strippers. The duo clearly were pleased to be back in the hub as stars, not the outcast they were when they left. WBCN midday DJ Nick Carter, who's in the studio right now, showed up to torture, or his words, glide with O&A because their show bumped him from his old shift. When he showed up at BCN yesterday, he added they'd even taken over his parking space. Anthony, by accident.
That's absolutely true, too. You know, I pulled in yesterday and I inadvertently parked in Nick's parking spot. But today, no. Because you were there already.
Yeah, because you took a cab today, right?
I drove, but...
Because you were there already.
You were there already.
You're just rubbing it in yesterday, taking his parking space. Those exchanges were some of the funniest portions of the first hour. After that, talk moved on to bowel movements, fake breasts, and dumb Boston Globe interviews. And that was just the beginning of the first day of their 3 to 7 shifts in the hub.
There you go.
Can I people in the press...
All right, wait, we have a new problem with the microphones. Now everyone sounds like they're in a bathroom.
I think we're all being picked up by that mic, right?
Yeah, turn that mic off. Go ahead, Jim.
And the lowbrow humor. I'm so sick of these vultures in the press always criticize these stupid elitists, and all they do is capitalize on people's misery and horror stories. You stink.
Like they never told a D joke in all their days, you know?
They couldn't say penis enough when Bob had chopped it off, but if you do a duty joke, you're immature.
Duty.
I hate press people.
Well, we were talking about farting yesterday.
I know, and me almost...
what would you call this show? It's lowbrow.
It is.
At best.
You're right, and I know that, and we're garbage, and I realize that.
You know what, though?
Annoying.
When you describe it like that, it sounds like we were sitting here going... What we were talking about was, in a relationship, do you do that in front of your significant other?
Right.
You know, it's a question that I think a lot of people wonder about, and a lot of people have different ways of dealing with that, and that's what it was. It wasn't just...
Now, it bugs me, Anthony's making it look like it was a really brilliant intellectual discussion.
Right.
We're speculating on the ramifications in a relationship.
Yeah, why are you trying to defend it?
Right.
Okay. Just realize fart is always funny no matter how old you are.
Yeah. But this makes it seem like that's all people are going to hear is crap jokes when they see me at Rascals this Wednesday through Saturday.
Oh, God. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see that whore coming. Wow.
The man has no shame.
Did you slide that one in? That was good. That was good.
Wow.
I've learned how to slide it in ever since our experience last night at the Queer Circus.
We're heading in that
We're
direction.
heading in the Queer Circus direction.
Yeah, so we can talk about that. But Scott from Crystal Method is back on the line, so we're going to try this again, and hopefully it'll work.
Hopefully this is...
Scott, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, bro.
Am I bouncing back?
Yeah, it's a little bit of an echo going on. We have a little delay that I don't know where it's coming from.
I think it's because I'm in the Logan Airport, and I think my phone signal is bouncing through New York and back to Boston. So I think it's a given that we'll get a little bit of delay there.
That must be it.
How is security at Logan Airport today?
Well, I'm about to be strip searched, so I'll tell you in about 5 minutes.
Hey, you guys, thanks for helping us out yesterday. That was awesome. You guys rocked. Thanks for all the drinks backstage.
Flaming Dr. Peppers.
You guys, I gotta say, you guys know how to party, man.
No. That was nothing. Well, when we come to New York, when we come to see New York, then we'll try to take it to the next level on the party.
The Flaming Dr. Peppers, those were pretty good. I even got to a point where someone was yelling, who's next? Who's up? Who's up? And I looked over and I'm like, yeah, I'll do another one. And then in my drunken haze, I thought, wait, maybe I shouldn't do another one. And I never turn it down. Yeah, any band that brings their own shot glasses to events, it says something about the guys.
Yeah, but we hit it off with you guys, and thanks for putting my hand out. I mean, it was on fire.
Yeah, Opie was on fire. The table was on fire.
That's all, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah, usually when I do the Dr. Peppers, we don't light them on fire. It's never good to light things on fire when you're drunk.
That's all the fun, man, the fire. We were talking about it. It's like some kind of a primal thing, Fire to the caveman was fear, They were afraid of the fire. And it brings you right back to that primal fear when you're that drunk and there's fire around. It could end in a disaster.
Pretty well.
Yeah, the adrenaline gets in there. It could end in disaster, death, or something. So it's kind of cool. Makes your drinking more fun.
Yeah, that was the first time we saw you guys, and man, you guys rocked. The light show was awesome. I mean, the whole place was just bouncing the whole time.
It was a great event.
And we liked your afros. That was a nice little touch for Halloween. Hey, Oscar Gamble afros.
When you guys coming to New York?
Hopefully before the end of the year here. We'll have to see. We'll definitely stop by and visit.
All right, Hell cool. Yeah, man. Got to come by and show us what other drinks you know how to make.
Where are you guys heading to now?
We're headed back to Las Vegas.
Oh, cool.
There goes that delay again.
I know.
All right, man. We'll catch up with you.
Very strange. I keep hearing me talking right after you respond to me talking.
Yeah, I know. We'll catch up to you when you're in New York, man.
All right, cool. Well, thanks again. It was a great night last night, and we look forward to doing it again sometime in the near future.
Yeah, and if you guys want to check out something different, man, Tweekend, the new CD from the Crystal Method, really, really rocks. It's great. All right, bro.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you guys.
All right, take care.
All right. It's one thing to deal with that weird delay echo when you're kind of wide awake and not hungover. It frustrates the hell out of you when you're a little out of sorts.
You know what's sick, though? He sounded fine.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that?
Professional.
Professional partiers.
That's what it is. I like to
They named their band Crystal Method. You figure it out.
I like to think of myself
do the math.
as a pro, but I can't. I can usually do very well on that night, but the next day is where I have my problem.
It's not like they call themselves lightweights.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the math. All right, so what happened after the show? Let's get into this Queer Circus thing.
Well, in order to get to the dressing room,
I knew something was going on, and you guys obviously figured out, because I know what you're going to say. We went upstairs to check out Crystal Method in their dressing room, and all of a sudden, the costumes were a little different in that area.
Yeah,
they were getting ready for Access, right? On Lansdowne Street?
Yeah, you had to walk through Access to get to the dressing room. So we're walking in, and as we're going back and forth, we notice more people are coming in, and they're guys dressed like girls, is what it's all about. And I walk in at one point, I see a guy sitting on a chair, another guy straddling him, and they're making out.
I didn't see that.
You were one of the guys sitting, Norton. No. It was kind of odd.
I saw a black guy lifting up his dress, showing his package to someone to make sure that it was all taped down or something.
Yeah, well, you walk into the bathroom, and there's duct tape all over the place, stuck to the walls, rolls of it on the laying around on the floor, and you realize that's what they're using to hold their junk down or press their breasts together to make cleavage.
Which is how you know there was a lot of black and Spanish, because if it was like all white trannies, it would have been Scotch tape.
A little Scotch tape, yeah. You have to batten down the hatches there. So it turns out it was Queer Circus, Ben, is that what it's called? And they have a kind of a beauty contest.
Is this
thing.
Queer Circus a weekly thing, or it's weekly? Every Monday, Queer Circus.
So I'm up in the dressing room. The Crystal Method. We're drinking, and my girlfriend and this other girl decide to go down and check out what's going on. So they're gone for a little while, and me and Norton decide let's go down and see what's going on down there. I believe that's what happened. I was a little intoxicated, Jim.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So we go down.
Well, you got to check it out.
I know.
You're like being all careful, like, well, is it okay? I mentioned that I went to check it out.
No. It's
you
not that so
much.
much.
If you're that close to Queer Circus and you see the trainings walking around, you got to take a peek.
No, it's not even that. It's so much as I'm trying to remember. Was Norton up there? Did I go down there with Norton? Did I go? Yeah, it's a little hazy.
You and Kev walked out. Big Kev.
Right, Big Kev too. Okay, that's right. I forgot about Big Kev.
And if I could interject before that, I was sitting and there was I was sitting on the steps outside the dressing room because I was smoking, and there was a bunch of transvestites dancing on that little floor upstairs.
Right.
And I got to tell you, one of them had wonderful skin and amazing cheeks. And I'm not a gay man, but it's if another man has a nice car, you admire it. If he has a great ass and he's dancing, you got to give it up to him.
Well, they were having like a beauty contest thing based on, I guess, audience applause. Based on the shirtless male audience applause. The guys are just, they're there without their shirts on.
And did you have to check your Renaissance costume at the door?
No. I kept it on.
I went to Queer Circus with John Quincy Adams.
You didn't have to check your shirts or anything at the door?
No. I found my girlfriend as quickly as possible, put my arms around her. I was sure it was my girlfriend, Rick. Shut up. Yeah.
I don't know. You had a lot of Dr. Peppers, my friend.
To reach around. Oh, my God. I thought I was the only one with a sword. And, so then we're watching the beauty contest thing. And Norton's comments on a couple of these guys dressed like women. What was that? There was one real slender one, wasn't there?
I don't know if it was the MC.
I think it was the slender one in the little jeans that you thought was kind of hot.
Where I said you dropped something, and I think it was your T-cell count.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that could have been it.
Craig on the phones is commenting. He's saying the phrase "going down with Norton" is making you guys sound gay.
Well, it was something I think we just had to, check out. Yeah. And then I just made sure I was with my girlfriend the whole time, like grabbing onto her, much to the disgust of the homosexual men that were there.
Can I tell you, the same thing happened to me, right? Like, I stumbled in there after the Crystal Method, because we're like,
Well, you can't help it. I mean, I think you have to exit through that
yeah. Well, part of it was, too, we were all going to go to, on this one street in Boston, Lansdowne Street, is where most of the bars are, so we were all going to go to Bill's Bar, which is just like a regular old rock bar, and it was closed. And so, one of my friends, and I'm with two chicks walking around. One of my friends says, all right, we'll just go to Axis. And how would I know? It's, La Caja Fall night, Yeah. So we go in there, and, and the thing is, you're walking through, and, there's trannies everywhere. And the amazing thing is, I can almost see where some guys get fooled if they're, like, all hammered. Because, let me finish though. Because they're dressed like total whores. You dress like you wish your chick would dress, right? So I'm walking through there, and I hear... with two chicks, and I hear, hey, there's Nick Carter. I'm like, oh, Christ, don't let me get recognized here. Please don't let that happen.
You got to check for the Adam's apple, my friend.
Oh, man. Yeah, there were some that were just dressed like, oh, my God, what the hell is going on there? And then some of the big men, some of the bigger men make it out on the stage with their big house coat dress things.
How long were you guys there?
Yeah,
I said you got to check it out, but
I don't remember.
It was time to leave when I realized I was packing 5. I'm like, look, we got to get out of here.
Maybe it's time to go.
Yeah, 'cause I'm thinking I'm out of state. Who would know?
So some of the big gentlemen,
made their way on the stage, and everyone. You know something? That's the difference between I guess the gay men. And when you parade real girls out on a stage and there's men in the audience and they're applauding or booing, because some of these guys, they were bruisers. I mean, like Rosie O'Donnell looking. And the gay men, whooping it up, loving it.
Yeah.
Loving the big guy woman thing.
Just awful to see an offensive lineman in a dress.
Yeah, the big shoulders. So that was it. And then eventually, we did leave. And made it back to the hotel where me and my girlfriend just effed until the sun came up, Opie. Did I mention that? Did I mention I had so much heterosexual sex
just to get all the gayness out?
To get that gayness away.
Save yourself in your own mind, right?
Right. It was tons of pure heterosexual sex.
You had to shake that gayness out.
And no, I wasn't so turned on that I
wouldn't even take the A if she offered it last night, because it was just like, nah.
You made sure ESPN was blaring and good old Metallica in the background.
I just put on the crying game and whacked my bag.
We gotta get back to New York, man.
And then what? We got Washington next week.
Yes. Speaking of New York, why don't we take some calls and go to Dennis on line 2? Hopefully the phone is working a little better.
Hey, Ben, in Washington, are you going to get in trouble by Secret Service guys?
Dennis, what's going on?
What's going on, boys? I wanted to ask, are you guys hanging out up there because of what Ashcroft said last night?
I'm kind of pissed off at what Ashcroft is saying. He's
got everybody nervous.
He's got us all nervous. Why doesn't he give us some details on this terrorist threat?
Yeah, this is great. Another threat. It's another terrorist threat, and they're saying that something could happen in the United States over the next week, but they don't give you any other info. They just tell Americans to be careful, beware, but lead your life and don't let fear stop you from just doing what you normally do. Well, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, how about you give us a hint? How about you give us a hint? Do we avoid the airports? Do we avoid opening mail?
Yeah, how about a hint? Yeah.
Right. Should we not go into the subways?
Yeah.
Something. Give us a little something.
Anything we can kind of get a little...
Don't drink the water, maybe.
Right, Should we avoid Avalon after midnight on Monday?
Good time to walk around.
Is it safe to go to Queer Circus?
Right. Who knows?
If we live near a nuclear power plant, should we maybe take a weekend trip somewhere?
Yeah, visit some loved ones that don't live near a nuclear power plant.
Dennis, you got to think... You got to think
they... around the mall with your whack bag out.
Yeah.
You got to think they know more than they're telling us.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you guys.
You got to realize at this point they knew what was going on with the mail and decided not to tell anyone.
Well, now they're wondering if a couple of people that have some anthrax in Jersey and New York they have it, and they are just regular people that don't work at the mail. They don't work for the post office. They're not in politics. They're not in the media. Now, all of a sudden, they have it.
Yeah. You hear the rumor now?
And they're like, don't be afraid of anything. Just go about your lives. It's really relatively small numbers of people that have this. But that, it just keeps getting more people, and there's more terrorist threats without any answers. We are doomed.
It just says on the New York Post today, watch out.
Watch out. Oh, okay.
Watch out for what? Yeah. Should we go to Yankee Stadium tonight for the game?
George W. is going to be there.
Apparently,
so the jets are going to be flying like you wouldn't believe overhead.
Yeah. You know what bugs me too, man? It's like, because my dad works for the post office, and he was in one of those places, so he's like on antibiotics and stuff now. And instead of just testing all the postal employees and giving them all, stop dropping food to these baboons and test the postal workers. That's where the money should go. Give citizens Cipro. I'm so tired of feeding them. Too bad.
Yeah, they're talking about how many of these rations we've dropped in Afghanistan. Ugh. I could care less.
Strawberry jam.
You know something? It's horrible, but the other day, and CNN should be smacked, all of the people over there, because I don't think it's necessary to show the American people dead Afghan children. You know what I mean? We know what's happening. You drop some bombs, there's going to be some that kind of fly a little crazy and hit a children's hospital. But you know something? I don't care. I don't think it's good to show it on TV because then you get the stupid liberal-ass people in the United States going, we got to stop. Oh, my God, children are being killed.
Yeah, but there's also questions that's set up by the Taliban.
Of course. These people are despicable.
Let's show some dead kids and say, the Americans did this.
Yeah, but you know something? You call me what you like. Call me awful. Whatever.
Hey, is this part of our lowbrow?
This is our lowbrow.
Show? Okay.
I saw a clip of a woman wailing, crying, leaning against one of those hovels they live in, just like crying her eyes out. Well, and I was like, good. Yep. I watched and I was like, good. I hope you hurt, you bitch.
Because they show videos of 6-year-olds holding machine guns, and now they expect us to feel bad if a children's hospital gets bombed.
Okay, it's a terrorist little bean pod.
Please, I hate American kids. I'm not going to feel bad for them.
But a lot of these people are trapped by the Taliban government, Anthony.
You know something? Then pick up a goddamn hoe or a rake and go after a few of them. You got them outnumbered.
That's easy to say, but I don't know if you can really do that.
A rake?
You got them outnumbered.
They're scared.
Who cares? They're
enough scared of this government.
You got to get them together. They're lazy people, is what it is. They're lazy people that aren't creative.
I don't know.
They don't want it. They don't want it enough. It's the same thing that happened in Vietnam. You have the South Vietnamese. It was more important for us to convert Vietnam into a democracy than it was for the South Vietnamese to want to remain free. And it's the same thing. It's more important to the United States to have Afghanistan ruled by some other government than it is to those baboons, as Norton put it, to have a government in place that cares about them. They don't care. They're war-ravaged people that, I'm sorry, but, it should probably just be wiped out of there and replaced by some other people's.
An amusement park, maybe.
They were an amusement park. That would be fun.
Casinos.
Afghaniland. That'd be great. Like a little Thunder Mountain Railroad through the caves and stuff.
Or just a 25,000 square mile adult bookstore.
That would be nice too.
Glory caves.
But we're doomed. We don't realize it because it's happening slow. But we're in some serious crap here. Where's this anthrax thing ended? Congress can't even meet. They're meeting at McDonald's, I think. I don't know. They're closing down public buildings. And then you get our politicians going, don't be alarmed. Just, go about business as usual. As every day more crap comes in. I don't see where this is going to end. I don't even see how we're going to do anything by bombing Afghanistan anymore. It seemed like a good idea at the start, and I'm fully for continuing. Well, just for the purpose that I like watching my tax dollars explode. But I don't know what it's going to do. I don't think we'll ever get Bin Laden. I think there's people all over the world.
We got to get Bin Laden. We got to start there.
But
then they're saying the second in charge is actually the real guy.
There's people in the Philippines that are doing stuff now. Well, same organization.
Well, this is a movement that is in many, many countries. That's the scary part about this.
You know what? The only way it's going to end is by killing a lot of these people. And you can't do it and be politically correct at the same time. You can't make your country safe and be politically correct at the same time. Sorry. Get out. Like Mario Cantone said, round them up. Round them up.
We'll get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. No one thought the Japanese would ever give up because they were so ferocious and fearless fighters. 2 nice little bombs. We surrender. Believe me, we'll get them. You sound like Velby. We're going to get you, but we will.
All right, we should take a break and get back to our lowbrow radio show.
Where do you think the Afghani people go to the bathroom? Stupid writer.
And that was Dean Johnson, though.
Was it?
Yeah,
do Afghani women get big breast implants?
Dean Johnson is, he writes the radio column up here in Boston, and he wants to be loved by everyone. Yeah. He doesn't like when you talk bad about him. He takes it personally.
Oh, does he? Boy, I bet he gets his pen going and really gets you.
Yeah, he doesn't mind talking badly about you, though. But just don't retort. It's no good.
Yeah. No good.
Yeah. All right.
Walter Winchell, creep.
Lots more to come on the show today. Jim Cook should be here any minute. And he's going to be really tired because I think he flew from Germany.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
Didn't he fly from Germany?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so Jim Cook's coming by from Sam Adams. Chris Robinson's coming by, possibly with his lovely, lovely wife, Kate Hudson.
There you go.
That's what we're hearing.
We'll see.
Rumor has it. We'll see. And hopefully more ladies will show up for the Boob-o-lantern contest.
I hope so.
Boston has let us down.
I told you.
Even worse than New York did on this contest.
I told you.
So far, we've only had 2 ladies in Boston show up for the Boob-o-lantern contest. If you have the breast implants, stop by. You got a chance to win $1,000. This is the last day to qualify, and then it'll be up to our listeners on the internet to vote for their favorite. 3 prizes. Third place is Aerosmith tickets in Philly, Boston, or New York. Second is a Samsung DVD player, and first place is $1,000 cash. And you can check out all the contestants on opieandanthony.com. Quick break. We'll be back.
Opie and Anthony.
Who else gives you a bus filled with naked teens that you could see from the streets of Manhattan?
What a day for new teens.
Oh, come on. They can't arrest the Boyer bus.
Giuliani, read it.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Anthony, Sam Adams, Jim Cook will be here very, very soon.
You know what? I know what's going to happen. Jim Cook's going to come in, right? And he's going to bring his Sam Adams, some of that lager. I feel like crap, a little hungover today, but I'm probably going to have one of those beers and then wonder, why didn't I have one this morning? I feel so much better. The medicinal properties of Sam Adams. Sam Adams. We love it. Hey, you know something? Sam Adams partnered with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon at Project Greenlight to help independent filmmakers break into making movies. That's right. Creative thinking, independent thinking. That's what Sam Adams and Project Greenlight share. Similar philosophies. Was Jim drunk when he thought this up? He wrote this? No. We love it. We drink it all the time. Going to be having some very shortly. Try it also. Sam Adams.
1027 WNEW.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show as we continue our little road trip to Boston. Yes. Broadcasting live from the WBCN studios. Katie from Boston writes on the instant feedback, I was wowing all over the place last night at the Grave Rave that we hosted at Avalon on Lansdowne Street. The pictures are up on opieandanthony.com. One of the times that I wowed, I was in a bunch of people, and I felt one of them trying to sign my breast. So now about 2 inches above my navel, I have Norto drunkenly scribbled on me. Thanks, Norton.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't Norton.
No, believe me, it wasn't me.
It's just some guy trying to be Norton.
Some guy tried to be you, was signing this girl's body, and they got Norto out.
I would never just try to do that, because there might be a boyfriend there that punches you in the throat. I would never just sign somebody's stomach.
Maybe his name was Norto. He was just Norto. I am Norto.
You think the Boston Globe photographer is a little pissed at us?
Why?
You missed the whole scene in here, man.
Well, yeah,
they're doing a feature for about us, and it's going to be in the Sunday pullout of the Boston Globe a couple Sundays from now.
Yeah, so we did the interview yesterday.
Wait. Joe's still trying to figure out how to take care of that issue.
Oh, I don't care if she hears it. Screw it now. So she's been waiting, 2.5 hours to take our picture.
Yeah.
And we're in no mood. And these photographers, they always have this great idea.
Here's the deal. And it might sound like we're being difficult, but we're not being difficult. This is just the way this show is. When me and Opie are in a room... Why don't we
invite Suzuki in here?
When me and Opie have our picture taken, we don't want dopey DJ pictures of us with our heads 2 inches away from each other, smiling like we're homo lovers.
You know what she'd set up, really? It was a Seals and Crofts album cover.
Yeah, there you go.
That's exactly what it was.
Seals and Crofts album cover.
I think it was the same picture I had to take at my prom, where like your date sits in the chair, and then you're with your arms rested behind her as you stand up behind her.
Yeah. She wanted Opie sitting in the chair with me kind of behind him. With my hands on his shoulders, slowly bringing it down to his chest.
No, who was going to put the mule in their faces? That's awful.
So I say, like, this isn't us, you know? It won't look like us. We are the 2 guys that love being as far away from each other in a photo as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You want to get a picture of Opie and Anthony, you get Opie applying stuff to Swamp Lip and him dressed like a 16th century senator. That's your photograph.
That's the best you're going to get, man.
Yeah.
Now she's taking pictures.
Are you liking this? I'll swing the mic around this way, and I'll talk to you. Hi, Suzuki. How are you?
Oh, my God.
Very good? That's right.
She just waved. That's
good. Well, she's waving, but she's snapping pictures, and that's good. And the mic's here. I'm sitting down, and I'm nowhere near Opie. So I think everyone wins here.
Is Mia Farrow still mad at you?
Isn't that good? There we go. There it is. See? She's a very, very nice lady. We just needed to find some common ground, Opie.
She won't stop taking pictures of you, though.
That's all right. I know.
You're not getting me in the background of this one.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, let's get Suzuki on mic.
Great.
Anthony's showing the camera some love, I think, right there, Anthony. Look
now I'll give you an action shot like I'm... Hey, look, my hand's here. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm talking about something. Hey.
Give that.
You're going to end up looking like gargoyles. You know that, right?
I know. Happens every time.
No, because of you just
Why are you doing this now?
Can we get Suzuki on the mic?
Suzuki, why don't you go by
We have
Opie?
a translator.
Why don't you go by Opie now?
Suzuki, just come on mic.
I need a translator.
You what?
You need a translator?
No, just come on mic and say hi.
You just don't lead him as much.
That was great.
Suzuki has no idea we're trying to do a radio show.
How was Bill Bixby? Good guy to work with? No? You never met Bill Bixby?
A Bill Bixby reference.
Thank you, Opie. Very good. All right, I'm done, right? Now Opie, right? You take pictures of Opie? Yeah?
Get her on mic.
Why are you speaking Asian like that? You take pictures, Opie?
No, I said now you take a picture. Oh, now, would you like to now take a picture of Opie?
Well, they don't.
There we go.
They don't like using all the words.
Let's go around to Opie there. There it is. See?
I'm not turning around.
No. Yeah, turn around.
No, Opie, you got to turn around a little bit.
Be a sport.
There you go. There. That's it. That's the shot.
Oh, he turned his head.
Oh,
Opie. Come on. No, look, he's being a son of a bitch, and he's turning his head every time she goes to snap.
Yeah, I think the angle is from, like, right there.
Yeah, you can stand right here. I can look at your cheeks, and you can grab a shot
there you go.
Right there.
There's a perfect shot. Have him drinking some Poland spring water. Opie, would you friggin' work for the woman here? My God.
This is that cringe thing I hear so much about, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I sat there. I allowed her to take pictures of me like I was a display at Disney.
I'm not feeling it with Suzuki. Do we have another camera person?
Why? Suzuki's doing great. Suzuki, you're doing a great job.
I've read you need like a little relationship with the photographer, right? I'm not feeling it.
You do a good job. Right? Yes.
All right, more pictures of Anthony now.
Very good.
Very good. We're going to do the...
She get you too.
No, we're going to do the together picture. All right? When we take a break. When you... Say hi, though. You got to say hi.
Nice.
Explain what you want done. What do you want done, though? Grab the microphone.
Now tell me what you want to do.
No. What?
She needs us standing, Anthony. She says...
you want us to stand up?
She said something about a vertical shot, right?
Suzuki,
vertical shot?
Is it okay if we stand up next to, like, the wall and you take picture? What? Is it good?
I think with microphone is better.
Better with microphone?
How did Kubrick direct you?
Wow. All right, I can't deal with this. All right, we'll give it another shot during the next commercial break. How's that, okay?
That sounds good.
The lovely Suzuki. All right.
All right.
There she goes with all her camera equipment.
Suzuki
Even
now.
on my headphones works.
What's the matter, Norton?
I don't know.
Your plug fall out?
That's good.
All right, we're going to move on to better things. We have another Boob-o-lantern contest. Contestant, I should say. Contestant. Is it the one with the Got Milk shirt?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Well, wow, look at this. Oh, got P. I see. Yes, got P. Wow. But we'll bring her in. Did you take her pictures yet?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
All right, they're up on opieandanthony.com. This is the third Boston girl to join the contest. It's Brooke making her way into the studio.
Check her purse for duct tape.
Oh, my gosh. Norton, man.
All right, here comes Brooke. We're going to have to turn that really bad mic on again. Brooke, you're stacked. Whoa.
Yes, I am. I've been told so.
And where are you from?
Saugus.
Saugus.
Norton's favorite community.
Norton mentioned Saugus.
I know why, I bet.
Huh?
There's a lot of good clubs down there.
Yeah. How big are those? Those are huge. And that's implants?
Mm-hmm. At least a double D. At least a double D.
That's more than a double D, right, guys?
Oof.
She's good looking.
Lovely.
What do you use those for? Professional or just personal use?
Just personal.
Yeah. Why'd you get the implants?
Why not? I'm not a dancer, but I had just
Play one on TV.
Just wanted them.
Did you have really bad boobs or something?
Yeah. What are you doing?
No.
Rick's taking the gum out of her mouth.
She's not talking.
What do you have, a weird fetish? Spit your gum in my head.
I like that. I like the gum in the mouth.
Yeah, that was kind of hot.
Yeah. You should have spit it on his back. He would have been more comfortable.
Oh, good. Another gay joke.
And did you have bad boobs before you got the implant?
No, they were. I was told they were really good.
Yeah.
But I just wanted them to look better.
How big were they before?
Full B.
Full B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I already figured you'd...
Are we going to do the Boob-o-lantern in studio? Oh, great.
And what's with the got P... What's with the got P-U?
Do you have
ends
it?
with a Y. Why, you
Well,
like
obviously, if you're guys, you don't have it. I do.
You like?
She's got cat, Anthony.
That you do. You a married gal?
No.
Oh, nice. You have a gentleman friend?
Ant's got Jim's got a few hours left in Boston before he heads back to New York.
Yeah. I just wanted to get laid because I have cancer.
I've heard that before.
Just be honest. You hate crossing a state line without leaving a corpse behind, right?
Yeah, I feel like a quitter.
All right, let's see what you got, Brooke. Wow. Wow, I thought you were wearing a bra.
Do you want...
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure, just
all of it, John.
Those are
slip that out.
I
Boston
love
girls,
that.
Anthony, the Boston girls, very healthy, huh?
Wow.
Those are bigger than double D's.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
The areolas are great.
Here, turn off all
Those
the
are
lights.
bigger than silver dollars, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Those are like
Italian.
flapjacks on top of them.
All right, yeah, turn our way. Rick's got the flashlights to light them up.
That's good.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's good.
Very
they almost take on a Death Star type quality with the dark area where the beam comes from. Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Isn't it amazing how they light up like that with the flashlights?
I never knew they did that.
No, I don't even know how we figured this one out, but we did.
Isn't that great how that one vein goes right around the areola like the 128?
Well, it's got to nourish it. It's got to nourish it. Yeah, that is.
It's got to nourish it.
That's a good local reference to 128. Very good.
When you had
and there's the Prue.
When you had bees, were the areolas still that big?
No.
Oh, those are great.
No?
No, it stretches it out like a balloon. When you ride on the balloon and blow it up, it's kind of like...
Whoa, that's something.
She's feeling uncomfortable. Let's turn off the flashlights.
I don't mind. I'm nervous to be here in the first place.
Why?
No need.
We don't
I don't know.
Hey, you want to flash all the...
I hear you guys on the radio.
You want to flash the guys outside the studio?
I don't care.
They're on the sidewalk. I mean, you could just get her up against the window.
That's fine.
There's a bunch of guys hanging outside.
are there?
Oh, yeah. We're kind of having a party out there once again today. We got the O&A WOW T-shirts we're giving away to anyone that shows up in the station today, and the WOW bumper stickers that everyone seems to want. It's 1265 Boylston Street. And Brooke is making her way to the window to give the guys a little cheap thrill out there. So
very good. We'll take care of some of the people out there.
Those were real nice, huh? Wait, they turned that mic off. Go ahead.
That chick has been emailing me for like a year, and had I known, I would have returned her email.
Really?
Yeah, she's very healthy.
I've never been emailed by a girl that wanted to sleep with me at tinkledrinker@AOL.com.
That's really his email address.
Yeah, that's his email address. There you go. Nice. He's got quite a few now.
No, it's all guys. Just, sick jokes. It's actually pretty funny.
Maybe Suzuki can hook you up there.
Tinku Twinka. She'll forget the R.
Hey, go to the New York phones. We got to talk to Sergio on line 1. I don't know the answer to this question. Sergio, what's up?
I have a quick question. Does the Boob-o-lantern trick only work with white chicks, or does it work with sisters of color as well?
Oh. I would say both because it's an internal thing, man.
Yeah.
Like tinted windows,
I think it would. Less tinted windows.
Yeah, I would love to.
You were working on that for a week, weren't you? Just trying to get through.
I would love to check it out.
We would love to get a sister down here with breast implants to see how well it's, lights up. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Probably get a nice warm glow to it, too.
Yeah, right?
You know? I think we had a Spanish girl in New York.
Yeah.
That was a little darker, and it came out nice.
Oh.
It came out real nice.
That, right?
Like the embers of a Duraflame log, perhaps, you know?
Let's go to Eric on the New York line. Talk to him. By the way, Brooks' pictures are now up on opieandanthony.com, the latest contestant in the Boob-o-lantern contest. Ladies, you only have 2 hours in the Boston area to show up with your breast implants to get in on the contest. Eric, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How you enjoying Boston?
We're having fun. It's nice up here. I don't feel as scared up here.
I want to congratulate Opie on being halfway through his curse.
His sports curse?
Yes. Opie, can you reiterate how Arizona is going to win so I can get some more reinsurance here?
I said it all along. Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson. They're going to have a great series.
They did
so
a great
far,
job.
so good.
They did
you
a
make
great
me feel
job.
so good now.
But, you saw what happened with Oakland. So
that's why I called.
I wouldn't count the Yankees out.
See, I'm not watching the game tonight because I got to see Jordan's return to the NBA. Got to. I got to figure out where we can watch that tonight.
Well, I'm sure if you go to a bar, they'll be both playing at the same time.
That's what Ben's going to try to work out for tonight.
Good deal.
So we got the World Series on one half of the bar and Jordan's return to the Garden
watching Boston's favorite, Roger Clemens.
He sucks. He's a great Yankee.
Guess who's from Boston in the studio? Ben.
Hate him.
Yeah,
why? I hope he clutches his chest and just falls on the mound tonight.
Boston hates Clemens.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I'll tell you the truth, though. We hated him when he was here because he was a prick. He just.
Well,
he was a bad guy.
I'm with you on that one. He does seem to be a prick.
And they got rid of Mo Vaughn in Boston. How do you get rid of Mo Vaughn?
Well, Big Mo wants to come back now. But,
that's what
and then they fired the manager. They made some good decisions in the last few years. Who needs Clemens anymore? Why not just, dump him and, see if you can lure Dennis Eckersley out of retirement. Idiots.
Hey, Tom, on one of the phone lines, if this chick, Brooks' body is like a map, where's the big dig? Good reference. Tom, what's going on?
Hello?
We lost Tom. All right, let's go to John on line 7 then. And then we'll take a quick break, and Jim Cook should be here very soon.
Oh, hey.
Hey, John,
man.
what's going on?
Hey, listen, not for nothing, but you guys in Boston for a total of 6 hours at this point. You've given away more T-shirts, hats, and goodies than you have in 3.5 years in New York. What's the story?
I'll tell you what the story is. There's a guy, Chachi, who works in marketing here at WBCN in Boston. He's got everything. We're bringing back prizes from their prize closet so we can give them away on our show in New York. No joke. That's the problem. We still don't have a marketing guy in New York.
Chachi got us the foosball table so we could play during commercial breaks.
This guy's so good. He knew that we liked foosball, so he went out and rented a table for 2 days.
Knew exactly where to get one, how to work it out.
Any chance you guys could bring me back like a Boston Wow T-shirt since obviously I'm never going to get one in New York. So
sure, you want us to stop off at the store and pick up milk too?
How about that? And half a dozen eggs.
I was telling Chachi I'm a big Jordan fan. He gave me the Jordan DVD that's out now. I was going to go out and buy that literally today, and he handed me one.
And what do we have in our prize closet down at NEW in New York? A Star Wars mug.
That's about it. That's why we're giving away so much stuff, because these guys are on top of it. They got tons of T-shirts, tons of bumper stickers.
They could line up the bumper stickers from here to Weston. I mean,
Wow, Norton, you are good.
No one in Weston listens to radio. They could care less about this. Snooty Eps.
I know, I had aunt and uncle from Weston.
Hey, Rick's outside with a microphone.
Mr. Wellesley.
Oh, my God.
Rick, what's going on outside, man?
Oh, hey, guys. This one guy, this big fat guy's pulling out his chest, and it's disgusting.
Oh, that's the guy with the man boobs that he's flashing everyone.
Man boob is wowing.
That's how pathetic it's gotten outside the studio today.
And he's got a Girl Scout shirt on. I don't know what that means.
Hey, did Brooke wow the crowd?
Brooke is just about ready. We've had her on the side making sure she keeps warm. Brooke, are you ready to, Hey, guys, you guys ready to see our latest contestant in the Boob-o-lantern contest?
Bad
box with you outside.
Yeah, okay, Opie. Okay, Opie, you got me.
All right, they like Brooke. They like Brooke.
Brought to you by Mad Max.
Very good. All right, Rick, thank you.
All right, Mad Max, put Rick back on.
Those were facades. That means false fronts.
Brought to you by Texaco.
Yeah. Anyone that stops by the station today, 1265 Boylston, will throw you a T-shirt and some bumper stickers, and you may see some girls wowing as well, okay?
Isn't Rick great the way he gets that voice?
And then he gets mad when we call him on it.
You know what?
When we have him in the studio and we're just talking about whatever, he's like a guy, just talking.
Or when he calls you at home or you call him at his house and he gets on the phone, it's just, hey, Rick, how you doing? Hey, what's up? I got an idea for tomorrow. When you get him on the phone on the show, all of a sudden it's, hey, how you doing? It's Mad Max here. We're outside in front of the building, and we're bringing you breasts.
Right.
He turns into Mad Max. I don't know what happens. Don't get me wrong, I love Mad Max. Yeah, he's great.
He should do all his call-ins with the megaphone, though.
Hi, everybody.
So he's tour guy.
Mad Max with you.
Outside the WBCN studio. On this 2 for Tuesday.
It's Mad Max.
Spuds buckling.
We all have been in radio hell.
Savor it. We're almost out of the month of Rocktober.
That's right. 2 days
true.
left. You guys don't do Rocktober, right?
No, but you know what? Oedipus is probably going to stick his foot in my ass for this, but he took it one step further a couple of years ago.
Oh, no.
Rocktober gave way to Rollvember.
No way.
No, it didn't.
October, Rollvember.
No way.
Whoa.
Oh, how about
that's rough.
Ho January and Mo February? Awful.
Well, it's been nice working here.
Rollvember.
Okay.
Thought of that in the secret room one night.
We still have found the secret room.
Heard where it might be.
Where?
Seriously?
Yeah, I heard it was in Ocean Township, New Jersey.
Didn't even see it coming, you whore!
Behind Rascals Comedy Club.
Wow. Why would you mention Rascals Comedy Club?
No, there was this thing going on there. I think
we must be 400 miles from Rascals right now. Why would you mention it?
Because it brings us together in times of trouble.
She was a hooah.
732-517-0002.
She was a hooah.
And you're performing there?
Hooah.
Yeah, you know what's funny you mention that? I will be there Wednesday through Saturday.
I thought I told you to shut up.
All right, well,
where's Cook? Where's Jim Cook?
Yeah, we're waiting for Jim. Well, he's a guy that is he's on his own schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you don't rush him.
He'll be here soon, and so will Chris Robinson.
He'll be here with his beer. And looking forward to it.
And more of your phone calls, especially for the New York audience. We have some phone lines open right now. 877-692-1027. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show on the road in Boston.
Opie.
I'm the dick.
Anthony.
I'm an ass.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Disturbed voices. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Just thanks for checking us out today.
My God.
The Boston Globe photographer Suzuki has left the building.
Suzuki? Oh, she did?
She has left the building, completely disappointed. She did not get the shot she was looking for.
Well, she wanted us on the couch.
And once again, we will be in a major publication with a really crappy photo.
Crappy photo. She wanted us on the couch.
Well, yeah, we finally decided we'll take a picture on the couch for this Boston Globe piece they're doing in the Sunday pullout a couple Sundays from now.
Get closer.
She wanted us to get close.
Closer.
And then she wanted on the couch with Anthony.
Lay down. Look more relaxed. Like, what? What the hell is that?
Maybe if we were Rocco and Maddie. Oh, hey! Local reference, thank you.
Hey, Maddie, lay down. All right, now start snapping. She was standing on the couch at one point, and we were looking up at our camera lens. But I looked somewhere else during one of the shots she was doing. It does go sideways, side to side.
Oh.
What? Yeah. Was that a little inappropriate?
Yeah.
That's funny.
She was such a nice lady.
That was her eyebrows.
Was it? Oh, okay.
And can I mention, too, just real quick before I forget, a guy told me outside that the guy in the contest with the boat, couldn't get on stage, was a disabled vet. That's why he couldn't get on stage.
Oh, boy.
Well, thanks for telling us
Thanks
now.
a lot,
well, I just found out.
Tidbit of late information.
Because the guy in the boat, BCN should give that guy something really good. Because
That's not why.
What?
That's not why.
Apparently, he had won a contest the night before.
Yeah.
And so he was, like, ineligible or whatever.
Oh, I thought he physically couldn't get on stage.
No, it wasn't he couldn't get on stage. The boat was, like, 15 feet long and probably weighed 50 pounds.
Get Suzuki. She's still collecting her camera gear.
What?
She brought like 10 or 12 different cameras. She was expecting to do like 4 hours of photos and then get to pick her best one. She walked away with like 6 shots. Was the guy disabled though, Nick?
I don't think so. I just think he was, he was stuck in
I
the
heard
boat.
he was paralyzed from the waist down. That's what somebody told me.
Man, if he was, because, I mean, the costume was great, and we owe him something, I think. Suzuki.
You brought so many camera. Yeah?
No, she's going to start taking pictures again, Anthony.
You take more picture?
More picture?
Yeah, that's good. You have such little feet. Did they bind them?
Oh, my God.
Well, they're very small. Your feet very small. What size shoe?
Jesus Christ.
Don't give me that metric stuff either. How big is that shoe? Look at it.
And let her go. She's late to a sleep-in.
Oh, God.
So, are you happy with the way this went today?
No, she's very disappointed.
No? So you're saying this wasn't a happy ending?
Holy ass, Anthony. Let her talk. Suzuki.
Yeah.
Oh, man, the show's going down that downward slope.
I know. It's on a...
It is.
That is... I can't... Look at it. I'm throwing the bell away.
Dude.
I can't believe I caught them before anybody.
Oh, man. I can't believe it was going well, and all of a sudden it's slanting down.
It's going way down. Get Suzuki over here. Make Suzuki. Did everything go good? You happy with
Come on,
everything?
talk to us for 1 second, please.
Okay.
Maybe we'll give you another shot or two.
No? Well, you're changing lens. Oh, another lens.
Now she's going to start shooting.
What does that lens do? Wide angle? So now we get more everything, right? Panoramic. More big face. That's good. What? I
Makes
thought
your face look round.
I thought you were leaving. No? You take more? Take more of Opie.
I think Anthony has a little crush on Suzuki.
I did too.
Oh, very nice.
You like the Suzuki, right?
Me like.
Me like Suzuki.
Wait, what 50 newscasters does she look like?
Oh, God. She's putting her camera away now, Jim.
Okay. Very good, Suzuki.
Where you going?
You go bye-bye.
You want to have a Samuel Adams?
You like Sam Adams?
She says she likes the Sam Adams.
Sam Adams is good.
What, Suzuki?
Oh, you working? Where you go now? Where?
Go back to office?
Yeah.
And then who you take picture next?
Wait, get her on mic because she's funny. Suzuki, just talk. Get closer to the microphones.
Come here, Suzuki.
Right, so what? L's and R's, nobody cares. Come here.
No, you come here.
She has to go back to work, and she doesn't want to go back to work drunk. Right? Is that what you said?
You don't want to be drunk, right.
All right. Well, thank you, Suzuki. I hope the pictures come out nice for you.
Bye-bye, Suzuki.
She's praying as she leaves the studio. All right. There you go,
One
Suzuki.
beer is not going to get you drunk.
Jim Norton. You are brutal. Nice woman. She's taking pictures.
And now she's going to pick,
nice.
You know what she's going to do now? She's going to pick the worst picture.
Yeah.
They're all bad pictures.
Very funny. Very funny.
I get last laugh.
I take one, you look like you sneeze.
Right. Well, let's say hi to Jim Cook in the studio, Anthony.
Jim Cook. How are you?
I'm doing good.
You all right?
I hate to add beer to this spectacle of boobs and Japanese abuse.
Well, don't worry, the Japanese don't drink your beer. Yeah. They get that Ichiban.
No, I've been waiting for you to get here. I had a rough night last night, a little bit. Hanging out with the Crystal Method. And we were drinking these flaming Dr. Peppers, they're called. You ever hear of this?
Oh, yeah, that's nasty.
It's amaretto and then the 151. And you light it on fire. You drop it in a beer. Not a beer as fine as your Sam Adams, of course. And then,
Thank you.
And then you slam the whole thing down. And I'm a little. You ever wake up like that, a little under the weather?
Yeah.
Kind of from a night of a little excess.
Yeah.
How do you cure that? What do you do?
a lot of water.
Yeah.
And some Sam Adams.
Ah. I knew Sam Adams would come into I knew
He and Norton need to tour together, you know?
Just plug it. Yeah, you go to New Jersey and you drink with Sam Adams in Ocean City.
It's not Ocean City. I'm performing at Rascals in Ocean Township.
Oh, it's New Jersey. It's all the same.
So, Jim, you were over in Germany?
Yeah.
How did that go? Were you winning more awards over there, or?
No, I was actually going over there to select hops.
Look at this guy.
He selects the hops.
I think the people at Sam Adams, they go, where can we send Jim so we can just take care of business here? He's in everyone's hair again. Yeah. And then they send him to Germany and stuff. Hey, Jim, we're going to send you over to Germany to go find some hops.
Yeah, we found a village. It needs a village idiot.
Is that it?
We volunteered you.
Because you select your own hops. Look at that.
Yeah.
And did you get some good ones?
I did. No stems, no seeds, no leaves, just pure bud.
How do you bring Look at Stinky in the corner going, nice.
Yeah, nice. And how do you bring them back? You ever get, searched and people go, what is this?
Yeah, actually, I brought some back.
Did you? And what? Oh, you got some?
Yeah. You want to see what they look like?
And I'm sure Logan Security, I'm sure Logan Security found the hops that looks like pot in your luggage. No,
of course not.
They're in a big aluminum.
Well, as long as you don't pet their dog or kick their white cane, Logan Security's fine.
Have trouble getting that through security? None.
None.
No problem.
And that's filled with hops? Mm-hmm. It looks like a package filled with
anthrax.
With pot.
Look at that.
Can't make that.
Look, it's
you got
Jim Cook smuggling weed.
You got this through Logan Airport. Yeah. Check this out, Ed.
Wow, yeah.
It looks like some nice green bud.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're the nearest botanical relative to marijuana.
Are they?
And that was in your bag, right?
Lupulus, yep.
I mean, obviously this is radio. If you looked, quick, you would think that's a pile of pot on the console here, Ant, right?
Yeah.
You can't make a whole batch of beer with that much, can you? How much beer can you make with that?
That you can make about a case.
Oh, really?
Yeah?
It takes about a pound of really good hops to make a barrel of Sam Adams.
And you could tell that this is good hops just by what?
Yeah, you look at them. It's just like pot. You look for no stems.
No stems, no seeds,
no leaves. Look, open them up. There's no seeds in those hops.
Did you
rub them like that?
Did you bring them home and spill them out on a big Yes double album and clean it?
He cleaned his hops.
Yeah. Break up the buds.
Like the old days. And you roll them around in your hand and you smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll smell them. They got a really nice, aromatic.
It does smell really good.
It stinks on the counter, though, man.
No, you got to open them up where the oils are. It's just like pot. You got to get all that sticky stuff.
Did you ever stab a woman in a black and white film? In a shower?
Not yet.
You're working on it.
Yeah.
Wow,
the only bad thing was they confiscated my breathalyzer in Frankfurt.
Did they?
Yeah, I got through with the hops.
Why would they confiscate your breathalyzer?
They'd never seen anything like that before.
And they thought it was some kind of wacky
sticking out of it.
contraption, like a bomb or something?
Yeah. The Germans don't fool around. These were guys with Uzis.
Really?
Well, we got that in New York now, too, so.
Yeah, I heard New York's arming every National Guardsman now in the railroads now because they were unarmed. But after this, the most recent alert that we're on for some terrorist thing that they haven't given us any clue as to what it is, they're arming everybody now.
Right.
I think everybody.
Yeah.
Like even radio DJs are going to be able to be armed.
Weird odor.
Yeah, it stinks, man.
It smells like puke.
Hey, Jim, did you ride your bike to the studios today?
No, I delivered all my papers this morning.
Yeah. If you're wondering what that's about, Jim was in a pretty bad bike accident, and then he called our show, and Anthony and I made fun of it for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
he called his pals looking for some sympathy, and we
humiliated me again.
We humiliated the poor guy.
Well, no, you think about it though. We were going to goof on you, and we thought you were in a motorcycle accident. Which is still kind of like, wow, Jim Cook, that's kind of cool.
But we were going to
goof on him anyway.
We would have goofed for only like 3 or 5 minutes. Right. It was like a motorcycle accident.
Motorcycle accident. Like, wow, that's hardcore, you know. But it turns out he was on a bicycle. And he
a weenie 10-speed.
A weenie 10-speed, and he crashed.
And what were the injuries again?
Couple broken ribs, broke my hand, had a concussion. Go ahead, make fun of it.
Bicycling. Well, you're
Bring in the disabled boat guy.
I'll make fun of him.
And he swears that he wasn't drunk.
No, that was the problem. You know, I never hurt myself when I'm drinking. I only do this stuff when I'm sober.
Yeah.
Luckily, since then, I've prophylactically had beer all the time.
How many have you had today so far, would you say?
3.
3?
Yeah.
On the plane, what do you do?
No, actually, I was at the brewery this morning. We were doing some tasting.
What do you do on a plane?
We should have done this show today from the brewery.
That would have been much better.
Maybe we should delay our trip back to New York and do a show from the Sam Adams Brewery tomorrow.
You want to kill us?
Yeah, you won't have to drink those flaming Dr. Peppers.
We love that place, though. We drink the beer right out of the hoses.
Yeah, they bring the hose out of the vat.
We're not even talking taps at this point. We're talking hoses right from the big vats.
Yeah.
We bring you the hose.
What do you got there? What is that case I'm looking at?
Earl tries to come in and you just spray him with the hose.
You are right now, Suzuki's laughing. Oh, now that's funny.
Earl Brack.
Jim, Norton, you obviously didn't get laid last night because you're a mean son of a bitch today.
No, I really didn't. I got a lot waiting to come out.
He whacked his bag to the crying game.
That's right. We learned that earlier.
Now, what is it? Is that cold, Jim?
Yeah.
And what is it?
These are some of the special beers we make for winter.
Winter.
Like,
old Fezziwig.
And,
just like the beer.
Cranberry Lambic.
This is beer Santa Claus. Do you get one of those cherry wheat things anywhere?
Do you give real gifts for Christmas, or all your relatives get like cases of beer?
Yeah,
and you just
special beers,
and then you fix up the packaging nice so it looks cool, and then you don't have to buy anything, right?
Yeah, it's perfect.
He brings in the gifts and they're just clanging together, and he brings in, oh geez, Jim's here with the let me guess, beer, Jim. Right. Beer again.
Don't worry about all that stuff. This is the beer. It comes in one size, fits all. It's always a nice amber color.
And he likes fooling the family sometimes. He puts beer in like DVD boxes, wraps it up. People go, wow, a DVD this year. They open it up. Oh, beer. More beer. I guess
Much better.
Well, you got another glass for me, Jim? Or
I did.
You're just going to drink all the beer yourself?
No, I hate drinking alone.
He likes it so much he never shares, Anthony.
The beers are the glasses are chilling?
Yes.
That's good. Okay, I'll grab one. This is rough.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, this will get rid of those flaming Dr. Pepper.
It's a little.
Wow, he pours a perfect beer every. Well,
that's pretty foamy.
Little foamy, Jim. What happened?
Is good.
That's for patient people.
This is a brewer's adage. Head is good.
You're talking about the creamy head on top of your Sam Adams lager there that you're holding.
So let's not dump out of that. We're talking about beer here.
Yep. Head is good. That's good.
Rich, smooth, creamy head.
You know, it's funny.
To your lips.
Different head costs different amounts, too, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Head in Vegas, more expensive.
That's wonderful.
It's like with beer, the cheap beer, you get lousy head.
Right. You don't want to look flat.
No.
Right.
It releases
the hop bouquet.
So the head is important.
Yeah. It's part of the aesthetics of drinking a beer. It's getting a beautiful, dense, almost rocky head on it, and you get the hop aroma out of it, and it releases some of the carbon dioxide, so for practical reasons, you don't burp or fart as much.
Fart. Always funny. All right. So you want a lot of head.
Yeah.
All right.
And some A6.
All right, well, Jim Cook has joined the party. Chris Robinson from the Black Crow should be here very, very soon. They're playing the Orpheum Theater in Boston tonight.
Guys, an intervention would be nice. That made me feel loved, you sons of bitches.
Could you bring Anthony a 90-day pin next time you come?
I thought you people cared about me.
We're going to end up at the brewery tomorrow, I'm telling you. Call Jeremy now. Are you set for a broadcast over there?
We can do that. I think we've got enough beer.
You have enough beer.
All the telecommunication stuff I'm not worried about. It's just
just beer.
We'll just tanks full.
Hello.
Yeah. And do we have cots?
Yeah, well, that's good.
You have what?
So we could pass out. Cots. Cots, Jim.
I almost got happy. The party last night got me going.
These guys hung out at the Queer Circus last night.
Yeah, you hear about that?
No.
Mr. Cook? It's like some kind of a...
Where's this queer circus? I missed that.
Was it an Axis? Yeah, it's some kind of a tranny beauty contest.
Extravaganza.
An extravaganza, you could call it. And let me tell you, it was fabulous. Just if I may use the word fabulous.
You should
never use the word fabulous.
2 men watching trannies getting close. Nothing.
Yeah, right?
That.
Just men watching other men dressed as women make love to other men.
Jim, they had duct tape in the bathrooms.
You know what that means?
So
you know what they do with the duct tape?
So they can remove stuff, tape stuff down. Oh, yeah.
Oh, keep other body parts.
Yeah. They just tape it. And hey, did any dogs sniff
like
the
Miss
hops
America
on the way in,
contest.
Jim? Did they get the drug dogs? Can they smell that?
I once had drug dogs that sniffed them, and they hated it. They were like, hatchet.
Oh, really? Did it throw them off or anything?
It's way too aromatic.
Because I'm thinking, would you allow me to transport cocaine in this? If I could get a few keys or something, we could turn a few bucks.
Yeah, we could have a new kind of beer. Beer and Coke.
We could just make some cash on the side smuggling.
Yeah, it worked for rum and Coke. We could do beer and Coke.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're live from Boston. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Stay there.
Nude teens.
Oh, man, I want to get in her pants.
What did you just say? Nude teens.
Oh, man, I want to get in her pants.
Oh, 911. Opie and Anthony, home of nude teens.
I don't know how this show made it past the censors.
Right when you think we've gotten as sick as we possibly can, we take it to just about illegal.
Daddy, I love when you touch my bad place.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, broadcasting live from Boston, and we got a party going on in here. The studio's filled with people. We got Jim Cook from Sam Adams, Norton's here, Ant's here, of course, the whole gang from New York. Rick's heading outside because there's a pretty big crowd outside the studio. Guys just hanging out, getting their WOW T-shirts and their WOW bumper stickers. Just stop by 1265 Boylston Street here in Boston. We'll give you the fine WOW T-shirts that BCN printed up and the WOW stickers, okay?
They know how to take care of
it. And I guess there's a girl out there that's going to WOW in a second or two. But first, I want to go to Dave on line 2 from New York. He's been waiting a really long time. Dave, what's going on, man?
Oh, hey, what's up? I was just watching Eyewitness News, and you had your WOW sticker on a van for like 5 to 6 seconds on TV. They were checking security at Yankee Stadium, and they showed a security guard going through a van, and there was a sticker for like 5 to 6 seconds. So I thought you'd be psyched about
something.
What's that?
That's very cool.
Yeah. Hey, man, God bless America.
All right, bye.
He's talking to his echo.
I know, we got the echo going on. Why don't we go outside and see what Rick's doing? Hey, Rick. Rick?
Oh, no. Max.
Oh, Mad Max.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, you guys there?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we're just waiting for Steve to make sure he's ready for the shot here.
Oh, that's right. Steve is videoing everything for the website.
And I've got Kathleen, who I guess she called in yesterday and said she was going to come in. So she's here now with her huge, luscious cans.
Rick, let me ask you something. Is she going to be part of the Boob-o-lantern contest?
They're real.
Oh, they're real.
Can you bring her in anyway?
Yeah, we'll try and line them up anyway.
Okay. Good one, Norton. Thank you. At least someone's still thinking around here.
Look, she still has her shirt on and they're screaming. They're out. All right, one more time, Kathleen. You guys ready? One more time?
Wow, that was a quick flash. I hate the quick flash. I don't like the quick flash.
You know what? I don't think she has... From that reaction, I don't think she has good boobs.
No.
And Rick wasn't happy with the reaction, so he did this move outside, I guarantee it.
Oh, the one where you, try to pump up the applause?
Hey, Rick. Rick, they didn't seem to like her boobs out there.
No, one guy's jumping on her right now. I think he loves them.
Those are lovely breasts, lovely. All right, good. The party continues outside the station, Anthony.
We're going to bring her in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Rick.
Nice.
Max.
Now, Jim handed over a DAT.
Jim, the Willy Wonka of beer. He is truly, if you go to the brewery where they make the fine Sam Adams, it's like you're visiting Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, only it's a beer factory.
Much, bitch.
He sings, he dances, you go on rides, it's wonderful.
You know, that's a great idea, and I know he would do something like that. You should have like a beer stream or something at the brewery. How cool would that? And allow people to jump in?
The beer stream.
Or like a beer waterfall or something. I'm serious.
I want it now, Daddy.
He would do something like this at the brewery because he loves when people stop by for the tour.
Yeah, like that tank that we did at the Grill and Groove. Remember that? Where we jumped in and where I went into the tank.
The beer dunk tank?
1,000 gallons of beer.
Yeah, beer dunk tank.
We could do that. Everybody went through the brewery, they could jump into 1,000 gallons of beer.
You could put a golden ticket under the label. If you win the golden ticket, you get to go to the Willy Wonka type beer factory. The Oompa Loompas hauling the hops around, little orange midgets.
Earl wearing like little white gloves.
Little midget.
No, put him in the leather shorts.
Has anyone seen Earl today?
No. Where is Earl?
Earl's been spending the whole time, playing video games up here?
Oh, that's right. They got that. Boy, he loves those video games that you guys got.
That's the difference between New York and Boston. Our video game was Repossessed, and the one here at WBCN is...
It's got 200 games on it.
200 games on it, and
there's Earl.
Earl.
How you doing, man?
Uh-oh.
You enjoying Boston? Yeah.
No, Earl, grab a mic.
People outside chanting Yankees suck, Earl.
We're in Boston. What do you expect?
Yeah, hey, that's true. Is that mic working?
Yeah,
Earl.
Talking into the mic.
I know. Well, is the mic working or is it Earling?
Earl, what have you done? Earl.
Come back, man.
Earl, come here. What have you done today? How are you helping the Opie and Anthony show as we're on the road?
I'm holding the ID of one of the woman that's about to come in the WOW.
You're holding someone's ID.
Well, you had to check it out.
In the middle of getting the forms that she has to fill out, the release.
Oh, so you're like the bouncer of this party, right?
Hardly. We got, what's his name up front is doing more of the bouncing. Lance
rocks.
Big Lance, man.
Rocks.
Who the hell is going to F with Lance?
No one's going to mess with Lance.
Nobody.
When we come to Boston, Lance takes care of us.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, Chris Robinson's here?
Oh, yeah?
Cool. Yeah, we should definitely bring him in. Where are we going to put him? I don't know. We have about 40 people in the studio right now.
Jim, I think I need another.
I think I can handle that. So Earl has to, screen women?
That's a tough job, right?
He's the boob bouncer?
The boob bouncer. We leave the women to Earl. Why not?
We really don't know what Earl does back in New York.
But he has had the job at NEW longer than anyone. Longer than anyone else.
Longer than you guys.
Oh, yeah, a lot longer.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Mayor Menino put out a press release saying you were dead.
I cannot believe that they are back in this city. I said city, not city.
Hey, Rick, where's that girl that was flashing, too? Oh, she's doing... All right, I'm going to move over to this mic so Chris Robinson could have a mic. Here, put him over there.
Beer?
Yes.
Chris? There we go.
Nice, guys.
Yeah, just grab that. Try not to spill anything.
I already spilled.
This is a mess, this place today. Jesus Christ.
You just walked into a party, my friend.
Yeah. It's getting out of control.
Hey, Chris, I just want to introduce you. To your right is Jim Cook, the founder of Sam Adams Beer.
Hey, Chris.
I hope you're a fan of Sam Adams. I don't know if you are. But...
You know the commercials, right?
This isn't from Jamaica, is it?
No, the hops may look like it. But the beer's from right here in Boston, man.
It's in the bottles.
Yeah, our drummer would be... Steve is the Sam Adams drinker in the bunch.
Oh, yeah?
No wonder you have good drumming.
Nice drumming.
It is commercial.
So does this look like a party, Chris?
Yeah.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to impress you.
Wow.
With filth?
Well, we got with filth, with beer. That's not drugs in front of you. That's hops.
Fine German hops.
But you could get a little...
He sounds like his commercial, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Fine German hops.
You could get buzzed off the hops, though, right? If you smoke it a little bit.
There's actually some trace elements of THC in them. So you need a big hookah because they burn hot.
And as much as I know, it's cheaper than the other green, so just throw it on the fire and
poke it up.
You know what I mean? And have a time of it.
We smoked the hops at the brewery.
Yeah.
And Jim's people got really mad at us when we filled the hookah with the real stuff.
No, not we. Psycho Mark seemed to have filled the hookah with some real stuff. And, yeah. Then they took it and brought it to another radio station.
The DJs.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
What's going on, Chris? We're a mess today. We had a huge party last night with the Crystal Method, a Halloween party at Avalon, so we're a little hungover, and we finally decided to start drinking beer to get us out of the funk.
Good. That usually works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than saying, I mean, let's face it, I think we're all over that period in our lives where we're going to say, I'll never do this again.
Yeah, you do that kind of young.
In 1984, I think.
Never again. Like, please, God, just get me to the sunrise and I'll never do it again.
The sunrise used to be the least of everyone's worries.
Yeah. Just yuking in the bowl.
Please don't let her tell her parents.
We were in New York last night, so we kind of had the same thing, except we didn't have like DJs and techno music. We had like people over to our apartment, and it was more like Bob Dylan and the Incredible String Band and Grateful Dead and things like that. But it was fairly late for us, It was nice.
What's a late night for you?
5 or 6 or so,
You wake up late.
You know what? We're just finishing. Tonight and tomorrow night are the last nights. We've been out on tour since April 1st.
Yeah.
So
I saw you at the Beacon Theater in New York. Unbelievable. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Ever since you guys were touring with ZZ Top.
Yeah.
I go way back.
It's weird. I'm friends with Billy Gibbons now.
Really?
The funny thing is, I don't think he's ever heard all that stuff that happened.
You guys walked off the tour because what was the deal?
We were fired.
You were officially fired? Well, you said a lot of things, and they had to fire you for it, right?
Well, no, I mean, it's so funny now. I think the way music has become and the way the industry, everything is such a shill job. You know what I mean? Everyone's selling, and there's no concern for, like maybe I can't put a price tag on my art or whatever. Now everyone does it. At the time, they were being sponsored by Miller Lite, and I was doing an interview as we drove in the venue, and I said, that's. I never associate music with blatant, corporate sponsorship. I just, for whatever reason, I just find music to be more important than that. Mm-hmm. And if you're good at it, and even if you're not so good, people like your music, they come to your concerts, you make a lot of money if you're lucky.
Right.
And if you're good and
But it shouldn't be about all the money you make.
That time was
that's what I mean. I think now it's turned around so much that that's the only way people think, you know what I mean? You can say something like, well, I don't like that record, but it's popular. Well, so what? You don't listen to Pat Boone records because they were popular too.
Hey, you don't.
Yeah.
Pat Boone's
there's a guy. That's why a guy who's smoking like hop. It'll work. Keep it going. It'll work eventually.
Years ago it was true that like if a band 20 years later, one of their songs turned up in a car ad, they were like, "Oh my God, you sell out!" And now currents are being used in commercials, and it doesn't hurt the band's credibility anymore.
At all. It's part of their credibility now. And it's so funny.
It's just another way to market the song.
Yeah,
that's how they look at it.
You used to really have to let some time go by before you could do that, and you'd still catch some flack. Now, you're hearing STP tunes on car ads and
Godsmack and
Sting. Yeah, exactly. Now it's not even a problem. Now it's like, wow, great job, you got that friggin' spot.
The worst to me is an artist like somebody that's been a big influence on my music and our music for many, many years is the English folk singer Nick Drake. And they use his song Pink Moon to sell cars. And it's like, you know what I mean? To me, obviously I'd like turn into like the, self-righteous guy, but you don't understand, the beauty and the part of the mystery of that artist. And, and the argument on the other side is, well, people who would never hear him get to hear him.
Yeah.
But that's, again, that cheapens it. Like, you should be, if you love music, then you shouldn't be, you should have heard about him anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of should be into it other than the fact that people are trying to sell you something on the back of something sincere and something beautiful.
That's also like
and anyway, it's Christmas time with Sam Adams and the Black Crowes.
Chris Robinson's appearance on the Opie and Anthony show, sponsored by Sam Adams.
And the whole reason that I'm here is I'm begging for corporate sponsorship. I think we ruined it for ourselves a long time ago.
Let me tell you something. You don't even have to do radio interviews anymore. You don't need to sell tickets. You guys sell out wherever you go. You got a huge following. You do, though. Where don't you sell out? It is so hard to get a ticket.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Really?
We had a rough night.
Don't put it like sell out either, Opie, with this conversation we're having now.
No, I mean, when they come to town and play the Beacon, it's tough to get tickets.
We've been And we've been very lucky. You know what I mean? It's the kind of thing that you know, talking about what we were saying, that stance that you take. The decisions that we've made as musicians and artists over the years. A lot of times, hey, we could, you know, let's get my manager on the phone. I'm sure he could give you know what I mean?
You can feel silly with some of them. You look back and go,
man,
I know.
you know? But, I mean, honestly, I come from, you know, growing up in the 80s, and, like, we grew up on indie college radio, that indie music scene, whether it was L.A., the Paisley Underground stuff, and down south where we're from, it was REM, and they were on IRS records, and, you know, hanging out at the little mom-and-pop record stores, and, you know, just crazy record buying and going to clubs and seeing those bands. And all those bands believed the same thing. Like, I remember, like, you know, REM signed with Warner Brothers. It was a big deal. Like, they sold out.
Selling out,
yeah,
right,
you know what I mean? And we still come from that mentality. You know what I mean? That for some reason, I associate it, keeping it pure. I also think that as a singer and a songwriter, you know, for me, you don't see Neil Young and Bob Dylan hawking stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the funny thing about the Stones, because, like, the Stones, like, invented it, really. You know what I mean? In a sense.
Right.
A few, you know, was it like 79? They had, like, a perfume company sponsor the tour. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but would you rather...
Mick smelled great.
Would you rather be on... Would you rather be on a major label and, you know, having huge amounts of people see you and selling a lot of
totally.
tickets
See, that's the
than
thing.
feeling pure about your music?
Well, it's a fine,
but I think you can do that. That's what I mean. Like, I had idols, you know what I mean? Whether it's Jerry Garcia or Bob Dylan, or there's even more people, Bob Marley or whatever. Now that he's passed, there, you know, there's different things. But I always was under the assumption that you can do both things. You know what I mean? You can make it happen.
Jim, are we boring you over there?
No, you know, actually, I've got to ask, because we get proposals from bands to sponsor tours, and I look at them, I go, don't these people have enough money? I mean, bands, some of them you mentioned.
Sponsor yourself, you son of a bitch.
$3 million. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, you sell out, you guys make so much freaking money. Why do you need another $3 million?
It's expensive to go on the road.
Yes, it is.
No, these are bands that make a lot of money. Some of them that you mentioned.
Hey, Jim, you want to sponsor my glass and fill it up, please? Could you maybe do that?
Anthony, I would love to sponsor your glass. Now, that's good.
It's weird, you know what I mean? I just think it's funny, but, you know, when you talk to people all the time, if music's a big part of your life, and going to, you know, just the concert experience has changed so much. You know, people. The funny thing is, like, we talk all the time, like, sometimes you get to a place where everyone's too cool to give it up, man. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's too cool. You know, and to be honest, I don't think it's cool. I don't think Woodstock 99 was cool. Right. Hey, man, let's burn the place and rape some people. All right, man.
Aside from that, it sucked.
You are a despicable man, Jim Norton.
You're still not walking right.
Bravo. We got to take a quick break. Could you hang for a few more minutes? I know you're busy. You're playing the Orpheum tonight here in Boston, but we're hanging with
Opium Theater.
Yeah, that place gets clouded.
I needed some infrared goggles last time I saw a band.
Last time I saw the Crows at the Orpheum, I got a contact buzz.
Yeah,
big time. Big time.
So see, you're getting a lot for your money.
Yes.
You don't even have to be holding.
One of my faves, Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes. We're taking a quick break, and we'll be back with some of your phone calls.
That was a clip from Anthony, the retarded half of the Opie and Anthony show.
An anthrax-free thing.
Yes. Opie, you got the diamond vision procedure done by Dr. Filatov, 2 years ago or so? As you turn on your microphone.
Sorry.
Speaking of college radio, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I see 2015, Anthony, because of...
you can't see that board, though.
Dr. Filatov and Diamond Vision, and Dr. Filatov will be sponsoring the next Black Crow show. So. No, I mean, yeah, I got it done, and I'm very happy. I was really scared, but it was a piece of cake. He put my mind at ease. I'm going to be skiing soon. I love skiing, and I can't even explain to you how cool it is to ski without glasses. Shut up, Jim. it's not always about you. It's Diamond Vision and Dr. Philitoff. They got a new office in New Jersey. Give them a call so you can find out about the procedure and find out about the new office. I highly recommend it. You can email me and I'll talk about it some more. It's Diamond Vision, Dr. Philitoff. 1-800-984-2020. That's 1-800-984-2020. LASIK starting at only $4.99 per eye. Some restrictions apply. We're talking about Diamond Vision and Dr. Philitoff. 1-800-984-2020.
Opie and Anthony. 102.7 WNEW.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. A little taste of the Black Crowes, Soul Singing from the Lion CD, which I love. Cheers. Loving the new CD. Chris Robinson in the studio, Anthony.
Hanging out.
He's like one of the guys. I love when big rock stars come in and they're just like one of the guys. Hanging out.
Rock star, yeah.
We're all drinking beers together. His lovely wife, Kate Hudson, is drinking the Sam Adams. We just had to mention she's here. You don't understand. We're gonna look so cool in front of our friends when we get out of here. We were having a beer with Kate Hudson.
Drinking Sam Adams, of course. Jim, would you like to pour another one? Yeah, isn't that great when you get like the owner and the head muckety-muck of the company to pour you the beer? It's great. It's awesome. Jim Cook.
Check out your glass. Look at that. That's called Belgian lace. See, each of those...
No, it's called empty, Jim. You want to tip that bottle maybe and top it off?
Look at how the head came down. There's a ring. Each one of those rings is a sip.
Somehow talking about head with you isn't quite...
if you could see the look on Chris's face, he's just like...
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, who is this sick bastard?
Chris could care less.
He's the Willy Wonka of beer. At the breweries.
Just gloomp is...
We were talking about the World Series. I found out that Chris Robinson's a Dodger fan.
Dodger fan. L.A., been out there a while.
That's the thing. You stick with your team. You stick with it through.
Yeah.
You don't even want to know about my football team this year, man.
Who do you like?
Cowboys, man. That's all right, though. Can always remember the 90s. Remember the 90s? What a decade, huh?
Yeah. Did you party with the Cowboys in the 90s? Because they did a lot of partying.
I know. I actually have some friends on the Cowboys, but it wasn't Michael Irvin.
No.
Yeah, the arrest.
I tell you though, man, come on. Be honest. Those of you in America that don't like Michael Irvin, then I don't think you're looking at the whole picture. The guy gets arrested with 2 ounces of blow, 3 ounces of weed, hookers, dildos. A black man walks out of court free in the state of Texas with all that.
How the hell that happened, right?
Power to the people, brother. Come on, man.
Untouchable.
Wearing a full-length black fur coat in the middle of summer in Dallas. Now, to me,
you gotta respect
cool,
that.
Man.
That's cool, right?
Sorry,
that just goes to show you what money can do, pretty much. Because if that was just some poor son of a bitch from Texas, you wouldn't even see he'd be probably getting the chair.
Yeah,
with George W. in there.
The way he has it down there.
Yeah.
He was telling us Jimmy Page stories. Played with Jimmy Page.
Yeah. God, you're a rock star, man.
Yeah.
Anyone who has a Jimmy Page story.
Well, I gotta ask.
Besides just opening the album.
I mean, you guys been...
besides cleaning your weed on one of the album covers.
You guys been at it a long time. You ever think that you would play with Jimmy Page someday?
No, it was that. No, to be honest, like that.
I mean, we all grew up listening to Zeppelin.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like we never thought like, wow, it would be great to to go out and pretend to be Led Zeppelin or something. You know what I mean? Like,
but I know you're big and famous, but you had to be on that stage looking over, going, "Oh my God, that's Jimmy Page."
Yeah, definitely. But also like at that, we hit it off so well, and you know what I mean. It just kind of happened. I mean, there was a night we played the 4th of July 2 summers ago in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we were like, and what is and what should never be. And it goes up to the and so I walk over to him and he drops his slide right before that. And he looks at me with this horror on his face. And I go, we got you. It's totally fine. And I'm like, oh, that's Jimmy Page. Why am I making him feel better? You know what I mean? Well,
you do have those moments, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
And he's... we were it was a big privilege, you know what I mean? Plus, how hard was it? I mean, it's as if we couldn't beat Coverdale Page, you know what I mean? It wasn't a great leap. Sorry, Jim, if you're listening. Jimmy's in England and he's asleep by now. This is happening.
That was a bad experiment. The other thing we joke about, Plant and Page doing it with the Indian musicians. That was a little odd. Over too well.
Yeah.
That was a little strange.
With that, Zeppelin songs like...
I think that was Robert, right?
What was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it was amazing. There's this guy like Jimmy, and talk about rock stars. I mean, the guy, we did an interview one day, and the guy goes like, "What jobs did you have before you were a rock star?" I was like, I did a construction job for 12 seconds. I delivered food, whatever. And Jimmy's like, "I've always played guitar since I was 14. I left, my mommy's house, and you know what I mean. Went right on tour. I was like, he didn't deliver pizzas. Jimmy Page.
Right. You did that, though? Delivered pizzas?
Anything like that? Yeah, for a little bit.
Really?
What
if anyone even knows that?
I think Chris Robinson delivered my pizza.
I don't know. It was in Atlanta, I was, 17 or whatever, so 1986 or whatever, and you would take, I'd knock on the door in an apartment complex, and there'd be, a naked man with a beard, with some, his old lady laying on the couch, watching, Family Feud. He'd be like, "I don't have any money, man, but take this joint in lieu of payment," and I'd be like, "In lieu of pants? Put some pants on. You ordered pizza, I had to do something, you know what I mean? Because I'm not a service-oriented...
Right. Yeah,
I'm
construction too? What'd you do?
I got fired because the guy's like, "Do you know how to operate this tool?" I'm like, "No." The guy's like, "Do you know how to work this thing?" I'm like,
I lied to get the job, man.
No, my family didn't even have a toolbox. We had a pair of pliers and a hammer.
A butter knife.
Yeah, that was it.
Butter knife screwdriver.
That's why you call people. Come over and fix this.
Now, I got to ask you your thoughts on September 11th, because you have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Has your life changed? I mean, you travel a lot. Are you freaking out at the airports? Are you?
Well, I guess it's changed enough that my wife and I haven't been on an airplane. But
really?
we probably wouldn't, you know what I mean? Because we're on our own bus, and we love to travel. I don't know.
You live in New York City
last night
part-time, right?
Yeah. That's where we live in Gramercy Park.
Right.
And we were actually in Los Angeles. We were supposed to play the Greek that day, and we woke up and like everyone else, it's just, I don't. It's funny. I don't think I have any. I don't have anything to say that other people don't. You know what I mean? It's so weird. Like last night, some friends were in the Stereophonics, and they came over to the house, and they're on tour with U2, and I guess U2 has this whole spiel about it, and it was funny because we were just talking, and it was like some things don't need to be commented on. You know what I mean? Some things, like when something affects humanity so deeply, you know what I mean? Like, what do you say? I think if anything, there's an inner power and an inner spirituality that all of us have that we're not even really in touch with. You know what I mean? And I don't think that. I think that humanity and that spiritual power is such a beautiful thing, and it's been with us for so long. And when something like that happens, it hurts everyone so deeply to the core that, what do you say? You know what I mean? I think you just try to, pick yourself up and go. I mean, how did people survive the Holocaust? Yeah. You know what I mean? How did people, the things going on in Africa, the genocides in Eastern Europe, and the human condition is an incredible thing. You know what I mean? And
it just pisses me off, though, that there's nothing to do about it, that you just gotta, just go about your business. And
But then but in a sense, I guess they're trying to make it seem like you're doing something by going about your business. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, it is true. You guys make people laugh, and they want to hear it. Like, it's the littlest things that are the power behind
Yeah, what's
that.
someone doing for me? I'm pissed off on a daily basis about the whole thing.
We were forced to do a really serious show for a week, and we didn't know how we were going to do it. I mean, we're good at doing this, just goofing around, drinking beers with, like, Jim Cook and stuff, and we got on the air.
Well, I mean, we left. The show that day was canceled, obviously.
Yeah.
We left for Tucson early that morning, and I was the same way. I was like, music is my life. You know, these songs and the things that I want to, you know, the celebration that's music, you know, the kind of vibes we want to create, the positive vibes on stage, those things have, you know, been a part of me since I can remember. Things that my passion, besides Kate Hudson. And the thing is, though, like, we get on the bus and it's like, what are we doing? Well, you had to marry her. And then you get on the bus and you're like, man, we're going to play rock music. You know, it just felt like, I'm sure the same thing, like, man, we're going to do our radio show. Like,
It just didn't mean as much.
It brought everything down to this really low level. It kind of set the bar a little higher as far as priorities.
We have a lot of passion for what we do, and all of a sudden I woke up one day and, like, it just doesn't mean anything.
It's important to your life and everything, but especially, you know, God bless the role we've been on lately. It's been very well. We've been very successful, knock wood, with this dopey show, and we were feeling really good about it. And then when that happened, it was kind of like, yeah, but
it takes the air out of the sails a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
it's getting better, though. We're getting back to normal.
We're getting greedy again.
We're getting back. Our egos are back in place. Screw them.
We're feeling really good about ourselves again.
We're getting more money next year. You bet your ass on that. I don't care what happens.
Well, yeah, because Sam Adams is going to be sponsoring the show next year.
It's just human
and the tour.
It's awful, man. You'd love to just be.
We got a lot of business done with you.
You know, you just.
Honey, we can get that boat. The Sam Adams check is coming in.
But you do just got to, like, move on, but it's still too new.
You know, I hear a lot of people talk about, you know, you just said people's priorities change. I hope they do, man. You know what I mean? I hope people maybe could, like, it's almost the same thing we're talking about music. If people could just stop for 5 minutes and take some sort of inventory of your life, man. Stop for 5 minutes and realize that, you know, I always see it as like we're living like the most selfish time. Selfish, man. Everyone is more important than the next person. It's everybody else's fault. And any little thing that comes up in our lives. And that's never interested me as a person. It's never interested me as an artist. You know what I mean? So maybe if anything, we're at a place where people can just stop and take inventory and realize, you know what? Laughing is important, man. And the books you read and the meals you have and your family.
Slow down and look around a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Enjoy,
Unfortunately,
man.
it takes something cataclysmic to make people do it briefly, too. Because then, like we said, you just get back into the swing of your life and try to move on from it. But it takes quite a jolt to...
I tell you, time is definitely... Well, time's always a weird thing, but it's...
We were talking about that in an interview yesterday with the Boston Globe.
The guy was asking us, what is off limits for your show? And we're like, well, you know, the things that happened September 11th, we're not going to get on the air and goof about things. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the benefit shows, and we can goof on things like that and some of the peripheral areas of what happened. But we wouldn't just pound on the issue because not enough time's gone by.
Yeah.
When you add time to anything,
we talk about there's nothing funny about the Holocaust, but Hitler is funny now.
Right.
Hogan's hero. I mean, well, in the 60s, that was the thing. You know, when you lived in an era where you made statements to get over things. Now we live in a place where there's no statement to be made. Everything should be in the gray. You know what I mean? And that's bizarre, too. Like, it definitely, 20 years after World War II, you know, Mel Brooks makes The Producers.
Right.
Springtime
for Hitler.
Yeah, you know, and you have Hogan's Heroes, whatever it is, these ways of dealing with it.
Well, check this one out.
We were talking about how much time goes by and how it affects a tragedy, and it kind of lessens it, and it opens up other things that you can do with that tragedy. We passed by a carnival, and there's a huge, you've probably seen it, inflatable Titanic. That is, it looks like it's going into the lawn. It's the aft end. And it's tipped up, and it's a slide. The kids go up, they slide down.
They rent this for
they rent it out for carnivals. And you slide down the deck, and you can bounce off these big inflatable smokestacks. And at the end, you know,
it's called the Old Watery Grave. It's the name of the ride.
Right. And you think, and I'm looking at this thing and going, and it's got Titanic on the back and everything, and I'm like, thousands of people, a couple of thousand people died a horrible, gruesome death on this ship, and you add enough time, and it's a friggin' carnival ride. Yeah. You know, and it only makes you think, you know, less than 100 years from now, what are they going to do with tragedies that are happening now? And you know, some pretty sick ideas pop into your head. You do them alone in your own head. I'm not going to mention them. Right.
We'll wait and see, like you said, the show's going great. Let's wait.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
We'll hold off on that.
Yeah, but it goes to show you when enough time goes by, anything's fair game. So I guess what you said earlier about, you know, humans, you snap back and you just go about your business.
I think it's a very powerful. You know, I mean, it's easy to say it's big positive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that simple. I mean, because nothing is just positive. There's no positive without negative, you know what I mean? It's all balanced. But I
guess it's a survival instinct that just kicks in, that you have to move on. What are you going to do? Jump off a bridge or move on, you know?
We gotta let Chris go. Unfortunately. I could talk to you all day, man. You're all right.
I want to go over his house. He's like talking about people that come by. It's like, geez, like a party. So I'm like, famous people dropping by.
Really fast.
My house, the cable guy.
What do your in-laws think of your music?
I haven't met my in-laws yet, and they dig it, man. They come to the shows, you know. It's
Kurt starts rocking, or
Kurt
what?
is the rocker, you know what I mean? Goldie's the dancer. They love it.
Huh? They love it?
They love it. They come to the gigs. Her little brother, Wyatt Russell, is 15, and he's like this little hockey stud out in California. He's like playing like adult hockey already. He's going to be a hockey star, but he's also an awesome guitar player. So, you know, I'm like, hey, you know, you don't spend as much time in the hospital if you play guitar, Wyatt. You know? But they're great. You know what I mean? They come to the shows, and it's always fun when they come. And
that's cool.
You know, Kate and her mom are on the side of the stage dancing away like total weirdos. And no one pays attention to the real weirdo, me, so it's great. You know what I mean? They're the best people in the world, man.
We got to let him go. He's playing the Orpheum Theater tonight, the Black Crowes. Love the new CD Lines. I highly recommend it. And I guess that's all we have to say.
Thanks for coming by.
Cool.
When you're in New York and we're down there, pop on in, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll just stop by.
Hey, why not?
Hey, I'm here. Can you squeeze me in?
Opie, could you not ruin my illusion? We're hanging out. I'm thinking it's cool, and now we're pals, and you go and F it up on me like this by saying that it ain't going to happen. Would you pop on by?
I'm there, man.
Thank you.
And bring Kate, please, so we look cool with our friends. All right, it's Chris Robinson, everyone. We'll be back.
Cool.
Opie and Anthony.
Two hungry sharks in a world of unlimited halibut.
A 4-hour parade of meat.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show, broadcasting live from WBCN Studios in Boston. We just had Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes and his lovely wife, Kate Hudson, in the studio. And we could have talked to Chris Robinson all day long, man.
Yeah, guy's easy to talk to.
I got to tell you guys what went on when we went to commercial. Everyone went for the photo op, man. You know?
Yeah.
We got our pictures with Chris Robinson. Even though I have six at home already, I needed my current picture with Chris Robinson.
To bring you up to stalker level.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a huge Black Crowes fan. One of my favorite bands of all time. I don't think I've really mentioned it much on the show, but and then
drop the facade. You're using him to get to her. That's what it came down to.
Then all of a sudden,
we'll get you tickets.
All of a sudden, that's good. All of a sudden, Kate Hudson's in the corner putting on her black leather jacket. And everyone, we're truly nerds. We want to make believe we're rock stars and you know, we're these big time radio guys. But when it comes down to it, we're all a bunch of nerds. I don't care what you say. Yeah, so we're all looking around the room going, man, who's going to be first? Who's going to be first to ask for a picture?
I did.
And it was Norton.
I never care. Right up to anyone.
I know. So then we...
Can you take a picture with me?
So then we all get our pictures with Kate Hudson one at a time, you know? And... then we all start critiquing our pictures. We're like, oh, I stink, I'm hungover.
No, Norton was the worst because he takes it's with the digital, so it's got the screen on the back.
Right.
He's showing it to Kate Hudson, going, look at me, I'm disgusting. Ugh, I can't even photograph. And she's just looking at him like, okay.
I'm so annoyed at my googly-eyed fat boy gobbleneck face. It really, she's gorgeous. It's like a 2 in that picture.
Well, you're a 3 normally, so your eyes were popping out of your head like Susan Sarandon golf balls. And
I believe the description was bug-eyed freak.
Bug-eyed freak. And Kate is being so polite and nice.
She should win an Academy Award for acting like she is not disgusted.
Right.
Celebrity.
She's like, oh, you're not that bad. Look, no, it's a lovely picture.
She's very nice.
But you're pointing out all your flaws to Kate Hudson in the picture. Look at my eyes. Look at my look at the lumps on my head over here.
He is. He's like he's goofing on himself with a picture to Kate Hudson.
Dude, and
then Nick Carter catches me in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, great, because I ran in the bathroom to see what I look like, because it's going to be how I looked in the picture. I'm like, great, look at what I look like for this picture. Nick's like, chill out. I'm like, I can't chill out. Everyone's doing the same thing all over the place.
You all got a shot.
Well, dude,
compared to a rock star.
You want to hear what a fag I am? This is how starstruck I am.
I know from last night.
Let me tell you something. Chris Robinson, quickest comeback in radio history.
Hilarious.
You nailed that joke, and without even missing a beat, he topped you.
That was great.
That was classic, man.
Thanks for reminding me of that.
What were you going to say, Anthony?
I went.
Oh, you. Go ahead.
I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time. We were outside the Comedy Cellar, and Mike Tyson. I was 31 years old when this happened. Mike Tyson is next door at the Cafe Wa, and I want to meet him, and his bodyguards won't let me through. And I was so starstruck. I said, "Come on, he's the champ." I was 31 years old.
Like
I said,
bad
he's
movie,
the champ.
Right?
She was embarrassed.
Ricky Schroeder, like little Ricky Schroeder.
She couldn't. She had to close her eyes when we had sex that night. She was so embarrassed. But he's the champ.
But he's the
blubbery-breasted nothing.
Hey, we're gonna get the picture of him on the website.
Yeah, he's gonna email it to me.
I'll email it to him.
Oh, that's your digital camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll get that picture up on the internet when we get back to New York, because it's worth checking out.
Yeah, little eager face, happy, fat, eager face.
I've never seen your eyes pop out of your head like that.
Yeah, hi, gals. Just here to say hello.
He looks like Gonzo from the Muppet Show.
You are so self-hating.
He looks like Gonzo from the Muppet Show.
You are so self-hating, man.
It was hilarious. Yeah. She didn't know what to say.
Little bumps in my ears.
And he's like, yeah, look at the bumps in my ears. I had these since birth, and I don't even know what they are.
I have 2 little bumps in my ears.
It's called ears.
Yeah, there's 2. Look at the ear bumps right there.
Look,
too much cartilage or something.
Too much info, man.
2 testes in my ears. It's not normal.
And it's like, look, when I turn my head sideways, there's a huge lump in the back of my skull.
You critique yourself like to the umpteenth level, but then you point it out to people that would never notice these things. No one's noticing the lumps in your ears until you mention them.
And like, she didn't even come in for the interview. Her husband comes in, and what happened? Right. She's sitting there, everybody's ogling at her, and before she leaves, she's got to make Norton feel better about himself.
No, I don't say no, but she didn't. I'm accurate, man, because it's like people, like when I'm looking from the side, they notice there's something just awful about it. They don't know what, and it's almost like I'm clearing the air. Like, I know what you're thinking. I know it stinks. I'm aware of it.
So you're helping them hate you.
It's just uncomfortable. If a guy with if a guy with 2 fingers said, "Look, I have 2 fingers," ha 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 ha, you'd go, "All right, thank you for clearing that up."
With Apple, I can stare and it won't.
My chin and dented head and little bumpy ears. And fat googly eye. I really was googly-eyed in that picture. She's hot.
You took a picture with an angel.
I know.
Friend. That's an angel.
And that's a rock star wife. He's a rock star. He deserves a beautiful woman like that.
Oh, my God.
I'm a Jersey middle.
It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Him critiquing his, I know we've said it a million times, but critiquing the picture right now.
Isn't it funny how we all just like, Chris comes in and sits down, and then we all do that little secondary glance at Kate, like, right, it's here, we're here talking to Chris, but we'll just look at her like it's just any girl. Like it's any girl that he could have brought in. And we all give it a look. It's like, oh, yeah, it's Kate like Hudson. Yeah.
It's like, oh, my God, don't look over there.
Don't look. Yeah, don't stare. Like, we're interviewing him. I just wanted to turn around. Hello. Give it a look.
I didn't care if Chris Robinson got up and punched me in the face. I had to mention, because this is in TV, that Kate Hudson was in our studio. Because I'm going to look so cool in front of my friends and family, man.
I knew all hope was lost, because I'm standing there in the corner, and I'm like, the little DJ from Boston, so I don't have as many celebrities tracking through here. So Jim Cook's got, like, a plethora of Sam Adams. So we're on, like, a 3 deep. I pop open one, and I look over at Kate, and I'm like, would you like one? She kind of gives the googly-eyed big smile. And then 3 guys guys, like, beat me to it. Like, I lost out to...
C-blocked you.
I did. I lost out to Bill the engineer, who, like, shoved me aside and shoved his beer in her face, and I was just like, oh, well.
She wants a beer quick.
I met where the hell was, I think it was at Rascals in Ocean Township.
Oh, God!
She was a hooah. She was a hooah. She was a hooah.
Didn't even see it coming.
But I'm hoping some celebrities come by Wednesday through Saturday.
Why is that?
Oh, you know what? It's funny. You should ask.
You are a sniper. You don't see it coming.
I didn't give out the number yet in this segment. 732-517-0002.
Does that spell something cute like...
No, it doesn't. It just spells 0002.
Come see his awful head.
3 operators and me in that picture. 0002.
No, the awful head joke is the first joke he does just to get out of the way. He turns sideways,
loosens the crowd up.
He goes, take a look, and so now I can move on with my comment.
Because it's the truth, and it's accurate.
All right, we should move on to other things. That was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, that was.
Jim Cook is still in the studio from Sam Adams.
Yeah, I feel, I don't know what happened. I feel so much better than I did before we got on the air.
Well, it's the Sam Adams in front of you.
Is that it?
Yeah, you rehydrated.
The empty one, Jim?
Oh, I hate to see that. I think I can cure this condition.
Jim, we're going to bring you back to New York with us, I think.
That'd be
you know what this is like for me? It's like walking up to Henry Ford and going, can I borrow your car? You know what I mean?
No, it's like going to the Vatican going, I've sinned, Father.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you give me communion?
And that's what it's like.
Getting molested by the Pope? Is that what you mean? Oh, stop.
Jesus, Jim.
As a good Catholic,
have another beer. I remember my first beer,
Jim
too.
and I were standing, this is true, Jim and I are standing in the bathroom at the urinal.
Did he touch you
no,
where your bathing suit covers?
No, but he goes, I'm like, is there any better feeling than peeing? It's just the greatest. And he's like, I don't like it, because then that means the Sam is leaving my body. And I'm like, this guy has definitely murdered a hooker.
Oh, my God. No, you got to have beer that is so good you don't want to pee.
You know what? Speaking of that, though, it took us 2 days to figure out how to take a leak on the WAAF bumper sticker without it bouncing back onto our jeans.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Thanks for letting us in on that little trick.
Prominently displayed in the urinal here at WBCN. And when you take a leak on it, there's a fold in the top.
And it bounces right back.
It'll bounce back at you. It's called Slocko's Revenge. If you don't do it right, it comes back at you.
All right. Hey, Jim brought in a phone call or a message from your answer machine?
This was from my last appearance with you guys. You're doing great things for Sam Adams.
What was going on during the last appearance that might have upset one of your callers or one of your customers?
I don't know.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Those are Latin words.
Hold on. They're gonna dump out of that, and it's too good.
I forgot that. It was Sex for Sam was going on, I believe, at the time. And we had couples competing all over the city of New York, having sex in various locations. For points, the winner was going to be sent to the brewery.
Yeah, came to the brewery.
For a show. And
Came loosely.
Of course, the balloon knot action, backdoor action, the A action,
right,
would give you bonus points.
Right.
Well, I guess somebody didn't like that you were even remotely involved in something like this.
I can't imagine that anybody would be sensitive to that.
Just stick in the mud.
It was happening 8 feet in front of them, too.
Yeah.
All
we had
day
one
long.
couple. It was having sex in front of a celebrity.
Right.
Was worth, I think, 15 points.
Whatever it was. And then the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, which means spin that girl around.
Yeah.
And they did it in front of Jim Cook. And I guess somebody was offended by this.
I'm shocked that people...
And they left a message on your answer machine?
Yeah, this came in on my answering machine. I thought you guys would like to hear this.
Let's hear.
All right.
Yes, Jim, I'm one of your beer drinkers, and I just got to tell you, your appearance on the Opie and Anthony show was very poor judgment. That's just a disgusting appearance. I would find some way through a mass outlet to apologize to the many thousands of offended users of your beverage. I, for one, am going to resist drinking your product any longer, because just the connotation of what you partook in there just makes me pretty disgusted. So, that was just bad.
Oh, great. I hope that fat creep switches to another beer and continues beating his wife. Stupid, hypersensitive C-blocker. And why do you give these zeros your home number? What's the matter with you? Call me. Let me know what you think of my beer. You're out of your mind.
They're my drinkers.
That was hard to hear.
Ex-drinkers.
But basically, because of his appearance, he's no longer going to drink the beer, and you have to, and he wants you to apologize.
He's not going to use the beer.
Yeah.
What use are you doing? Are you doing something with, like, the empty bottles? What's going on here?
Now I'm going to have to use water to drug to get kids in the car. Stupid fat creep.
He almost sounded like he had a little extracurricular beer drinking going on there.
What a dick.
Jim, I got 4 things to say to you. Number 2.
What an idiot, man. I mean, the guy is taking it a little... It's cutting off his nose to spite his face, too.
Well,
he's going to stop enjoying your beer because of something you said. Like that.
Yeah.
Just politically correct.
He listened to the whole show.
Oh, of course.
So what do you have to say to that guy, Jim?
Find another beer, you loser.
Wow, when that F came out of here.
Find another beer.
And it actually all tied in, because when they were done with the balloon on, his mule smelled like hops.
I want to tell that guy to go himself. If I want to talk about in the... I'm going to talk about in the...
Well, people don't understand.
Don't drink my beer. Have some poison, you son of a bitch. Your mother's a...
And the guy's probably listening right now.
Oh, of course he is. He's listening, and he's still drinking Sam Adams. Don't be fooled. Yeah. We've had plenty of people that say they're not going to listen to this show in Chicago, and they're not.
Hey, we have another girl that wants to wow. She was outside wowing the crowd outside the
Look
station.
At the smile on Jim Cook's face.
Oh, my God, this girl's...
what's the matter? Quick. What?
Large.
Oh, okay.
Large. Everything's big. Big.
Oh, my God. I'm proud to be a mammal.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, you got like...
Hey, wow.
Big boobies there.
Yes, I do.
Are those the natural?
They are. They're completely real.
Oh, that's right. So we can't do the...
Yes, we can. We can try.
Well, we can
try.
Great.
And where are you from? You got talking to a mic.
Boston.
What?
I got talking to a mic. Right outside of Boston.
Hey, your cleavage looks like a butt.
She
bent over.
Cover it out.
No, don't cover it up.
That's a lot of cleavage, man.
I'm sorry.
Wow. All right.
When did you start getting those? Had to be.
I was like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guys made fun of you, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
It was really, really mean. And I'm sorry. Can you not hear me at all?
How big are those?
These are 36 double Ds.
Ah, there you go.
Man, the women very healthy in the Boston area.
I try. I listened to you guys in Jersey, though, for the longest time.
Oh, cool.
I called yesterday.
You did?
I did. And you said I wouldn't come up.
And here she is.
See?
There you go.
I had to prove you wrong.
Well, let's take a look at these things. Everyone else did outside.
Jim, what do you think?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Wow, wait.
Oh, my God.
Definitely more than 12 ounces.
Those are tall boys.
You want to try the flashlight with them? All right, turn off the lights.
Give it a try. Sure.
By the way, we're going to be back in New York tomorrow, Anthony, and people will start voting for the winner of the Boob-o-lantern contest.
Yes.
Go to opieandanthony.com to see all the pictures from our Boston trip, including the Boston girls that...
I see a little bit going on there.
Yeah, well,
nothing like the implants. That's okay.
It's still nice.
It's not a tumor.
It's still nice.
Jim, you've seen them.
Look at the way...
What?
Where did I see them?
WWF.
Did you wow at WWF?
I did. Like a year ago, though.
I don't
Norton.
I'm bad enough with names, much less breasts. I don't just recognize them.
You've seen
those are
two, you've
big
seen
guns,
them all.
That's not true.
That's not true.
The younger they are, they're little nubs and they begin developing.
I don't think mine were actually ever little nubs.
I don't think so.
Right.
So.
You know what I'm alarmed at right now?
Did we get a picture of her for the website?
Yes.
Wowing?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's the way Rick is handling the flashlights these days. Have you seen this? Doesn't he look like he's on an episode of ER and he's ready to yell clear when he like puts them on? He's very technical now on where he puts the flashlights. It's all very calculated now, Rick, isn't it? Yeah. Rub that lubricant stuff, the conductor stuff, whatever it is.
No, it's the way he handles the long black handle. Like, as he's holding it, he rubs his face on it.
Well, very nice. And, of course, you know Jim Norton.
Go figure. All right.
Unbelievable.
I think we got to get out of here, Amply.
Oh, look at the time.
We can't even really play What Do We Learn, huh?
We can't?
You want to try a couple real fast?
I'm going to hit refresh real quick and see if one of them is good.
All right, we'll go to the national line and talk to Jack on line 1. We'll do a couple real fast. Then we got to thank everyone and get the hell out of here. Jack, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? I had a couple of questions to you guys until I heard Kate Hudson was in there, but here I go. Jim Cook, is Ben Affleck coming by?
No, maybe Matt Damon.
Really?
I like the new commercial.
Yeah.
I like the new commercial.
Cut him
You're
right
talking
out
to
of
go, hey, Matt, would you like a beer? A little quick edit there.
Yeah.
How's Ben doing? You talk to him?
Yeah, he's doing all right. You know,
Aren't
he's
you
a
the
little
guy that
shocked.
he tells not to, that the people tell him not to associate with anymore?
You know, his publicist does, but he's a real guy. He's like a normal, natural guy.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jim. Nice.
Let's go to Greg on line 2. He's from Cleveland.
Jim's fault. His beer's irresistible.
Yeah, we'll move on. Jim's a little uncomfortable. Greg, what did you learn on the show today?
I learned that no matter how many Madonna concerts Opie goes to, that is no more gay than the queer circus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also,
I gotta agree.
Very good. Let's go to line 6, Patrick from Boston, all right? Patrick, what did you learn today, man?
hey, I learned that Norton is the sweetest serial killer you'll ever meet. And I also learned that Norton is very realistic.
Yes, yes he is. All right. Well, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, look at the time. Well, what fun we've had up here in Boston. We're going to do this again.
New York, we're coming home tomorrow.
We're coming home.
Coming home. Leave the light on.
Leave the light on. We're coming home, baby.
We'll have details about our Washington trip, hopefully tomorrow. I know. No offense to Washington, but
you're going to get an extremely burnt out Opie and Anthony, man.
Maybe we could get a couple of those fun guys from the Beltway to come in and have a few laughs.
Oh, starting to work with references already.
You go.
Nice.
I work for the congressman.
The congressional page. Touch me.
Well, we had a lot of fun. We're going to continue the party somewhere in Boston tonight.
Got to watch the game.
Yes, we do. Jim, thank you for stopping by. Jim Cook from Sam Adams.
Yes, always a pleasure.
It's always fun having a beer with you guys.
I want to thank Chris Robinson from the Black Crows, the New City Lions. Well, it's been out a while, but it's really, really good. Kate Hudson
for looking so hot.
Looking so hot. Thanks for coming by. I want to thank the whole crew at WBCN here in Boston. We'll be back.
A great crew, man. I got to give them a hand. They have hooked us up. I think, we thought we were treated well at YSP. You know, Tim Sabian, genius and all, but
they're going to have to work a little harder.
They're going to have to work just a little harder.
When we came to Boston, they're a foosball table waiting for us. They rented
everything.
They rented it for 2 days.
The food, everything we needed, there was somebody there to take care of it.
Can we hire Chachi? We need a Chachi in New York.
I know.
There's Chachi. And I want to thank Nick Carter personally for hanging out.
Nick.
You the man, you the man.
Fun, man.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Thanks for the parking space yesterday. I apologize for that.
Now that you're gone, could I have my job back? No? Okay. Come on, give me the bell. Come on.
Give us a call from time to time.
You know what you should do? Just put it on a chain and just leave it around Norton's neck.
I know. On a loop.
It's been a lot of fun, and we'll be back soon.
Cool, man.
To Tony and Oedipus, go after yourself.
Secret room.
They barely hung out with us.
Were they selling CDs while we were on the air?
Probably. We saw Oedipus for what, 10 minutes, and Tony for 5.
Rock stars.
Nah, they're cool, too.
Yeah.
You won the lottery. I can't get that lucky.
All right, guys. We'll see you in New York tomorrow. Thanks for listening to this mess we call the Opie and Anthony Show. Peace.
Don't go to CNN for dick jokes. Don't come here for the news.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I like it when the show's dirty.